or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Why should your new floor?
Welcome, basketball fans, to Lyman High School as the Lander Valley Tigers take on the Lyman Eagles in a conference basketball matchup tonight. My name's Taryn Debley. I'm filling in for Ernie Over tonight on the broadcast. We've got the Lander Lady Tigers warming up down here to my right. They're getting set to take on the Lyman Eagles, who are coached by Barry Hill. They're 6-6 coming into tonight's game. They're 1-1 in, I'm on the wrong side. It's Jason Hansen is the Lyman girls coach. They're 9-3, but with an 0-2 conference record. They're looking to take down the Tigers tonight for their first conference win on the season. It's the Lander Tigers. They're coached by Drew Powell. They have a 7-5 record with 1-0 conference record. They're looking to move to 2-0 tonight with a win over Lyman. Well, we've been here before, folks, and the Lyman Eagles, boys and girls, they always play hard, and this is a very hostile environment to play in. So if you're a Lander Tiger, you're going to have to stay composed tonight as the gym's going to be absolutely rocking. There's 5.5 minutes to go left on the warm-up scoreboard. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back here in a few moments with the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show, and we'll jump right into the Sutherland starting lineups right after these messages.
About the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter: your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Rohbacher, CEO of Lyman.
All right, folks, welcome back. I'm Taryn Debley. It's Lander Tiger basketball. The Lander Tiger the ladies are just being introduced. Right now, the national anthem has been played. For the Lander Tigers, it's going to be number 0, Daisy Goklish. Number 2, Kendall McFadden. Number 13, Zoe Mulholland. Number 14, Hayden Goggles. And number 34, Dagan Reinhardt. For the Lyman Eagles, it's number 0, Owen Hansen. Number 3, Addison Smith. Number 4, Fallon Youngberg. Number 10, Anna France. And number 14, Peyton Anderson. The Tigers are going to have their hands full today. The Lyman Eagles, they feature 2 double-digit scorers, both with 10 points a game. Number 0, Owen Hansen, and number 14, Peyton Anderson. Anderson also averages 7 rebounds per game. This Lyman Eagles team, I was talking with Coach Powell. He says he's not real worried. He's more focused on the Lander Tigers and playing the best basketball that they can play. Having said that, the Lyman Lady Eagles are known for their coaching. They have an excellent coach. I see him down there, Jason Hansen, as we're underway. Folks, I'm going to do my best with the camera. I'm waiting on my cameraman. He's coming over from the freshman boys game. He'll be here in just a moment. Until then, bear with me. The pass is down low to number 4. That's Fallon Youngberg. It's no good. Rebound out to Dagan Reinhardt, over to Daisy Golkush in the corner. Back up top to number 34, Dagan Reinhardt. Into the corner, Hayden Goggles. Her shot is partially tipped. It's rebounded by Anderson. Outletted to Smith. Smith drives down the court. She kicks to number 4, Fallon Youngberg, who drives in, and she's going to travel right into the arms of Zoe Mulholland. Zoe stopped her, and she wasn't able to get her shot off, so it's going to be a turnover against the Eagles. Lander Tiger basketball. Inbounds passes Daisy Goklish. She brings the ball down with the left-handed dribble over to Zoe Mulholland, who swings it across to Goggles. The Tigers find Kendall McFadden down low, but the pass can't be converted. Into the hands of Daisy Goklish in the corner. Her three is no good. It's rebounded into the hands of the Eagles. Fallon Youngberg, she rotates the ball over to number 0. That's Owen Hansen. Her three is good for the first points today on the Lyman scoreboard. Into the hands of Hayden Goggles. She throws down court to McFadden. Back up top to Reinhardt. Reinhardt's got nowhere to go. It's a 2-3 zone for the Lady Eagles. Ball swung across to Hayden Goggles. She's guarded by Addison Smith on the wing, and it's into Reinhardt, but it's turned over into the hands of Youngberg. She pushes the ball down court to Addison Smith, who loses her dribble, but regains it into the hands of Youngberg. She's trapped in the corner now by Daisy Goklish. We're going to have a held ball. Great job by Daisy Goklish. We've seen her many times this year get her hands on the basketball, tying up other teams. It's going to go into the hands of the Tigers. Coming into the game now is Riley Heisel. She replaces Youngberg, who's got a little bit of a limp. She wears a knee brace on her left knee. Inbound to Goklish. She drives left-handed down the court. Behind her back, she pulls it out. Over into the hands of Reinhardt. She drives the baseline. It's not going to be there. It's tipped out of bounds by number 10, Anna France. It's going to stay Lander Tiger basketball. It's 3-0 so far with just over 6 minutes to go. Ball into the hands of Goklish. She dribbles across the court into the hands of Goggles. She can't find her shot, so she looks back out to Goggles, who swings it across to Mulholland. Back to Goggles. Back to Goggles for three in the corner. Her shot is up, and it's no good. Rebound into the hands of Dagan Reinhardt. Great effort there, but she stepped on the line chasing the ball down. It's going to be Lyman Eagle basketball. Inbound to Owen Hansen. She wears glasses. She's dribbling down the court now. She throws it to number 10, France. They're in the backcourt trying to break Lander Tigers' press. Ball swung over to Hansen. She's going to shoot another volleyball three. This time it's no good. A rebound into the hands of Reinhardt. Out to Goklish, down court to McFadden. She's looking for someone who might be open. Over to Goggles, who throws a cross-court pass. It's a turnover. The pass was just too far for Mulholland to reach. That's the first turnover for the Lady Tigers. They're going to stay in a 2-2-1 press. We've seen that a bunch this year. They've really forced other teams' ball handlers into a lot of fits, largely in part to Brianna Lincoln, Kendall McFadden, and Daisy Goklish. And here's a turnover right into the hands of Dagan Reinhardt. It's the third for the Eagles. Cross court to Goklish. She's right here in front of us. Lander Tigers are going left to right. They're wearing a green uniform with black numbers and white trim. Goklish dribbles into the key. Over to Goggles, who swings it over to McFadden. Her jumper is up, and it's good for the first points for the Tigers. It's 2-3 now. Lyman Eagles try to break the press. They dribble down the sideline, but it's going to be another turnover by the Eagles. Kendall McFadden there with a great defense. Fourth turnover already in the first half. It's 3-2 Eagles, 4 minutes, 49 seconds to go here in the first period. Goklish throws it over to Goggles, who skips cross court to McFadden. Her shot can't be shot, so she swings it back out to Goggles. Over to Mulholland. They're going against the same defense that they play, a 2-3 zone. They're going to have to look to get the ball inside before they kick out for the three. Here they go, get it inside to Reinhardt, who finds a nice cutting McFadden. Her shot is up, and it's no good, into the hands of Hansen. The Eagles take the ball back down the court. Nice little offensive pressure here. They throw it over to number 10. Her shot is no good. That's Anna France into the hands of Dagan Reinhardt. Her third board already in the quarter. Long cross-court pass from the Tigers is intercepted. It's the Lyman Eagles now. They go down and drive right into Dagan Reinhardt. That's going to be a charge. Huge momentum swing already for the Tigers. You know that those offensive player control fouls are exactly what your coach wants the other team to do. If you're pressing, you speed them up right into the corral. And that time it was Reinhardt who planted her feet and drew the charge. Big reaction there from the Tiger bench. It's Tiger basketball on the baseline. They throw it into Goggles. Goggles slows things down, calls everyone out. Goggles throws it over to Goklish, who's looking to throw it cross court to Reinhardt. They get it down low to Goggles, who puts the ball above her head, throws it out to Goklish on top, back to Goggles. They're looking inside, and they get McFadden cutting from the backside, who finds an open Reinhardt. Her shot's no good, rebounded by Mulholland. Over to McFadden. She swings it to Goggles, who drives the baseline. She's looking for someone to pass to, and she steps on the baseline. It's going to be another turnover into the hands of the Lyman Eagles. Owen Hansen will throw the ball in. She throws it to Addison Smith, right in front of the Lander press. Down court. They're trying to feed number 14, Anderson, but it's stolen away by Dagan Reinhardt. She hits McFadden in the corner. Her three is up, and it rattles around. It's no good. Excellent offensive rebound there by Dagan Reinhardt. She's tied up. It's going to be a jump ball into the hands of the Lady Eagles. Trying my best to see the scoreboard here, folks. If you're looking on YouTube, you can see that we've got some basketball hoops right in the way of our view of the scoreboard. This is a tall gym. I'm about 30 rows up. So bear with me on time and score. We're going to have a travel now committed by Fallon Youngberg of the Eagles. It's going to go into the hands of the Tigers. That's the 5th turnover for the Eagles. Coming into the game for Lyman is number 4, Fallon Youngberg, and number 1, Riley Heisel. They replace number 14, Anderson, and number 3, Smith. Goggles, top of the key. She finds McFadden down low, who makes a nice pass to Reinhardt. Kick out to an open three-point shooter, Goklish. It's no good. Here's my cameraman, Seth. He just made it. We're going to zoom in a little bit and get him set up here. It's a turnover into the hands of the Eagles. Number 1, she goes coast to coast, Riley Heisel, and she's fouled. It's going to be a foul against number 2, Kendall McFadden. Her first of the game, first team foul as well. We got our buddy Seth up here. Now we should have some better camera work. He's doing a great job. First free throw by Heisel is up, and it's good. It's 4-2 now in favor of Lyman. Heisel's second free throw is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. It's Goklish. Outlets to Reinhardt, who moves it up court to Goggles. Goggles finds Brianna Lincoln wide open in the corner for 3, and it's good. Brianna Lincoln, who just checked into the game. You know she can shoot it. If you're not going to guard her, she's going to pop it all night long. It's 5-4. Favor of the Tigers, and it's another turnover into the hands of Kendall McFadden, who drives down. Can't convert the pass. I'm going to trade turnovers there. Now into the hands of Fallon Youngberg, who turns it over right in front of the Tiger bench. It's a little bit of a whirlwind here, folks. Let me catch my breath. Bringing it down now is Hayden Goggles. She throws it to the corner to Dagan Reinhardt. They're looking for that backside cutter. No, they're going to hit Lincoln in the opposite corner. Her three's no good. Rebounded into the hands of Heisel. Heisel moves the ball down court to number 10. That's France. She throws it down low to number 11. A nice pass there. I don't have number 11 in the scorebook. I'm going to write her in here. Number 11 with the bucket. Well, now that the Tigers are bringing the ball back down the court, it's going to be Goklish, who's fouled by number 4, Youngberg. She's going to have to sit down. Coming into the game is Anderson and Smith again, replacing Heisel. No, that was Hewitt. Ball in the backcourt. Tigers moving left to right against the Eagles, who are wearing a white jersey. Blue numbers trimmed in black. It's a good-looking uniform. They throw it over to Daisy Goklish, who's open. Swings it all the way across court, right in front of us to Lincoln for another 3. She's found her shooting stroke already here in the game. It's 8-6 in favor of the Tigers. France's pass down low to Anderson is no good. Anderson wasn't expecting the pass. It's another turnover. It's the 9th turnover already by the Eagles. But we're going to have a timeout. Looks like it's going to be the Lyman coach who calls the timeout, Jason Hansen. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back, folks, with the word after a word from these sponsors.
We said no to you in the past. I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's Dagan Reinhardt who throws the ball in under the baseline to Daisy Goklas. Her left-handed drive is going to go all the way down the court to a wide-open McFadden in the corner. Her three's no good. Rebounded into the hands of France. She brings the ball back down herself. It's 8-6 in favor of the Tigers. Just over 1 minute to go here in the first period. Owen Hansen, she brings the ball out to about half court. She's guarded closely by Lincoln. The Tigers are in man-to-man defense now. They throw it down to Anderson, who's guarded very well by Dagan Reinhardt. Her shot's no good and rebounded by Reinhardt. And another foul here by Anna France as Goggles tries to push the ball down the court. That's going to be France's first foul, third team foul in the quarter. Inbound to Goklas. She throws it over to Reinhardt, who drives the lane, kicks it out to open Lincoln. Her shot is up, and it's good. It's another three-pointer by Lincoln. She's got 9 points in the quarter, all on threes. It's 25 seconds left here in the first period. Heisel's shot is no good. It's rebounded into the hands of Lincoln, who hits Goggles. She's on a fast break. She's going to go all the way down and is bodied by number 14, Peyton Anderson. She tried to slide over for a charge, but it ended up giving Goggles the worst of it. She hits the deck. It's a foul on Anderson, her first. Heisel and Hansen will come out of the game, and into the game is number 11, who I'm not sure who that is. We don't have her in the scorebook. And number 3, Addison Smith, she comes back into the game. Inbounded to Kostriva, who just checked in. Throws it to Reinhardt, back to Kostriva. She's just going to launch for three. No one guarded her. It's just short, and it's off into the hands of number 11, who outlets it to France. France brings the ball down the court and doesn't realize that there's no time left on the clock. They don't get a shot. But we'll take it. It's Lander 11, Lyman 6 here at the end of the first period. We'll be right back with the start of the second quarter.
Detailing done different can protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
All right, folks, welcome back. On behalf of cameraman Seth, I'm Taryn Debley. It's going to be Lander Tiger basketball. They're inbounding it at half court. It's 11-6 in favor of the Tigers as we start the second period of play. Inbounded to Brianna Lincoln. Her pass is over to Mulholland in the corner. Her three's no good, but it's rebounded by sophomore Paisley Hollingshead. It's good to see her on the court. She's wearing a knee brace on her right knee. Have to wonder if she maybe tweaked something last week in practice. I don't believe she's been wearing that. After the jump ball, it's into the hands of the Eagles. Long cross-court pass to number 4, Youngberg. Over to France. She's looking to get the ball down low to number 11. If you're listening from Lyman, I apologize. We don't have number 11 in the scorebook. At halftime, I'll try to see if I can figure out her name, and we'll write her in. They throw it to Anderson at the free throw line, over to Smith, who launches a long three, bounces over the back of the backboard. It's going to go to the Lady Tigers. Well, the Eagles, they're not shy about shooting those deep three-pointers. We've seen Owen Hansen shoot a few. We've seen Smith. She just shot one from about 3 steps beyond the arc. Nonetheless, into the hands of the Tigers, it's Brianna Lincoln who brings the ball down. She hits Reinhardt on the wing into Hollingshead in the corner. They're running what I call their wheel offense. Over to Mulholland. She shoots a three, who's wide open. It's not good. And we're going to get Dagan Reinhardt on a hustle foul. She's on the back. That's going to be, I believe, her first foul. Yes, it is. Good hustle there by Reinhardt, going for the board. Back into the game is Owen Hansen, number 0. And into the game for the first time is number 12, Eden Smith. Hansen throws it over to France. They're looking at the 2-2-1 press of the Tigers. They just throw it over the top. And they get it down into their end, but they're scrambling here, saving the ball after going out of bounds twice. They get it back onto the far side wing, over to Hansen. Hansen throws it over to number 12, that's Eden Smith. Back to France, who drives the baseline. A beautiful baseball pass to Hansen, all the way on the opposite side of the court. Beautiful pass for Hansen. Her three's good. It's a nice pass by France. Down court to Reinhardt. She's in the corner. Back up top to Mulholland, who's wide open again. He might as well shoot it, and this time it's good. Zoe Mulholland breaks the scoring drought there for the Tigers. France has got the ball in the backcourt. She's guarded by Lincoln. It's poked away by Lincoln into the hands of Rounds, who makes a beautiful hustle pass to get the ball down court to Lincoln. She's fouled on the pass. Great effort there by Addie Rounds. Her dad, John, teaches at the high school in Lander. He's back in Lander with the youngest, Tyson. He's playing a middle school game today. If you guys are listening, good luck, Tyson. He was our cameraman last week, did a great job. It's going to be Tiger basketball. Checking back into the game is Goggles. She replaces number 34, Reinhardt. Goggles will inbound the ball. Oh, we got some confusion here. No, Zoe, you're not checking out. You're staying in. That's all right. Goggles will inbound the ball right in front of the scores table across the way. Lincoln V-cuts. They hit her. Ball goes into the backcourt, but Lincoln saves it. She brings it down now. In and out dribble over to Goggles. Goggles at the top of the key. Nice down low pass to Mulholland. Her shot's up and no good. Offensive rebound to Paisley Hollingshead. Her shot is up and good. It's now 16-9 in favor of the Tigers, and the Tigers are back on the court with another steal. Down court to Rounds. She throws it back out to Goggles, who drives the lane. Double dribbles. Oh, and it is called. I thought she might get away with that one for a sec. 11 turnovers by the Eagles already, as opposed to the Tigers' 5. These are unofficial numbers, of course. And the Eagles are going to turn it over again in the backcourt. It's into the hands of Good job there by Coach Jason Hansen. He calls a timeout, sensing that was going to be a cluster in the backcourt. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back and catch our breath with the final 5.5 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Welcome back, folks. It's 16-9 in favor of the Tigers, who get another steal into the hands of Hollingshead. Down court to Lincoln. Her little jump shot's off the glass and in. Brianna Lincoln providing a huge scoring boost here for the Tigers. It was the 12th turnover by the Eagles. They're down court into the hands of Anderson. They decide to slow things down. They're against the 2-3 zone defense of the Tigers. They're looking inside to Anderson, who's at the free throw line, but they can't hit her. Now they finally do with a bounce pass. She turns it over. No, she doesn't. The ball scooped up by Youngberg, back out into the hands of Hansen, who says, let's slow things down. Coach Hansen's shouting black, have to think that's a play. Ball's tipped away, it stays in the hands of Addison Smith for the Eagles. She swings it over to Eden Smith, who's down low to Anderson. The pass is tipped away and stolen away by Zoe Mulholland, who hits Addie Round. She was looking down court to pass and travels. So it's another turnover by the Tigers, 6 for them and 13 for the Eagles. Tigers have done a great job so far in this game of pressuring the guards of the Lady Eagles. They're really struggling right now just to get the ball beyond half court, and that's to the success of the Tigers. That's what they want to do, and that's what they've done all year against teams, is try to get them out of their comfort zone. Pass down low to Anderson. She's going to be fouled by Zoe Mulholland. Nice little offense there by the Eagles. They got the ball to the free throw line, and then a nice dump down pass to Anderson. Anderson's got the very large knee brace. If you're a basketball fan, you know that means only one thing, and that knee was significantly injured in the past, and looks like it may be a brace that keeps her on her toes. Hopefully that's not an injury. We'll see the rest of this season. Peyton Anderson, her first free throw is no good. Gets the ball again, toes the line. One dribble and her shot's up, and it's good. Peyton Anderson now with her first points of the game. It's 18-10 in favor of the Tigers. Ball's tipped around out of bounds, going to stay in the hands of the Tigers. Zoe Mulholland inbounds it under the Lyman basket into the hands of Goggles. She's got number advantage. She pushes the middle of the court, hits a wide open Paisley Hollingshead, who goes against a long closeout, drives down low, tries to hit Goklish, but the pass is out of bounds. We're starting to see some sloppy basketball here by both teams. The Tigers definitely have the advantage in this one. They just need to be a little more secure with their passing, and the good shot opportunities will come. There's no need to rush. The Eagles are stuck in the backcourt again, and they throw it out of bounds. It's tipped out of bounds by Goklish. Stays in the hands of the Eagles. They'll inbound the ball right in front of their own bench. Just showing cameraman Seth one thing here. There we go. Down court to France in front of the Tiger bench, who hits Anderson in the middle of the key. Her shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded by Paisley Hollingshead with a nice outlet pass to Mulholland at half court. She dribbles across the timeline now, and she's wide open. Nobody picked her up. She's going to shoot, and it's no good. Rebound down low. Nice rebound by Kendall McFadden. She stepped on a foot and went down, so it's going to be a travel. Fortunately, that has to go as a turnover, but a great rebound there by McFadden. Still 18-10 here with 3 minutes, just over 3.5 minutes to go here in the second period. France cross court to Smith, who launches a three, and it's up and good. Addison Smith, there's that deep three-pointer we've been talking about, into the hands of the Tigers. Now they're going against a man defense from the Eagles. Zoe Mulholland's open again. They're not covering her. She shoots and misses. Rebounded by the Eagles. Outlet pass is stolen away by Goklish. And she trades the ball right back to the Eagles with a travel. I believe that's 6 consecutive turnovers. 6 consecutive possessions that have had a turnover. A little bit of a ping pong match that we're seeing here. Eagles ball into the hands of France. She's in the far side corner, right in front of the Tiger bench. She drives on McFadden. Her shot is up over Reinhardt, and it's good. Nice shot there by France. A little stop and pop on the baseline. Lincoln brings the ball down for the Tigers. She's looking inside, can't find anyone. Both teams are in man-to-man defense now. Goggles drives the key, can't find anyone. Kicks it out to McFadden. Up top to Reinhardt. She thought about shooting, decided not to. Back into the hands of McFadden with a nice stop and pop jump shot. It's good for Kendall McFadden. Good choice there by Dagan Reinhardt to pass up a good shot for a great shot. It's another Eagles turnover forced by Hayden Goggles. She finds Brianna Lincoln down low for another bucket. Great effort there by the Tigers. France brings the ball down again. She's going to be fouled by the Tigers. I'm not sure if this is going to be a push on Daisy Goklish. It is. She was chasing her from behind. which is what you want to see, but France made a nice move there and just stopped, and Goklish ran right into her back, so it's a foul. Smith's going to inbound the ball down low to number 11. Her shot's up, and it's no good, into the hands of Goggles, who pushes the pace. She runs across the timeline, dribbles on the wing, between the legs, reverses back to the middle of the paint. She's stopped in the middle of the paint by Hansen, kicks it out to Reinhardt. Stolen away by Hansen. She drives down all alone. Her layup rolls around, and it's good. 5 points in the quarter now by Hansen. Reinhardt inbounds it to Goggles. Goggles passes it ahead to the open Reinhardt, who drives the key. She's going against number 11. Whacked on the arm. It's going to be a no call and a travel. Well, she traveled because she got fouled, I think, on that one. Nonetheless, it's another turnover by the Tigers, who are racking them up now. It's 11 in the first half against 15 of the Eagles, unofficially. Addison Smith, she dribbles right into a trap beyond half court. It's Goggles and Goklish. Goklish rips the ball out of her hands. Hits Lincoln, can't shoot. Back to McFadden, who's trailing the play for 3. Shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded into the hands of Smith. Great rebound there, and she's fouled by Goklish, and on the back foul. It's her second foul of the quarter, her second in the game, and it's the 4th team foul by the Tigers. Well, the Tigers scored 11 in the first. Now they've got 11 here in the second. There's a minute 42 left in the second period. Tigers are up by 5, 22-17. Owen Hansen throws it over the pressure defense of the Tigers again. They can't find a scoring opportunity, so they kick it out to Hansen, who collects the offense. Cross court to Youngberg, who drives on the baseline and is fouled by Paisley Hollingshead. Very ticky-tack foul there, if I don't say. It's going to put the Eagles to the line. It's going to be Youngberg shooting the bonus free throws. This year, just like last year, it's 5 team fouls in a quarter sends you to the line. Unlike years past, it's no longer a 1-and-1 free throw. It's an automatic 2 free throws for a bonus. Youngberg's first free throw is good. Several of the Lyman Eagles have the same tennis shoe. She's wearing a white Nike shoe with kind of a lime green lace and sole. It's a good looking shoe. She's got a left knee brace. Youngberg's second free throw is up, and it's off. Chased down by Peyton Anderson right in front of the bench. It's going to go out of bounds into the hands of the Eagles. Good effort there by both Reinhardt and Anderson. Owen Hansen throws it in from the hardest place on the court. She throws it up top to Youngberg. Ball swung over to France. She tries to drive the baseline's cut off by Reinhardt and Hollingshead. Reinhardt took a shot. Turnover into the hands of Hollingshead. She goes coast to coast. Can't find a shot at the rim. Kicks it out to Lincoln. Lincoln, who turns it over into the hands of France, who dribbles down and turns it over herself. Back down to Lincoln now. Lincoln to Goggles in the corner. Her three's no good. Rebound into the hands of France. It's a 3-on-2 advantage for the Eagles. They throw it down low, and the shot is no good. It's turned over, into the hands of Reinhardt. Back to Paisley Hollingshead. Up top to Lincoln. Reinhardt drives the key. Nice step-through move. Her shot is blocked by Peyton Anderson, and it's rebounded by Anderson before she's fouled by Reinhardt. Very sloppy basketball right now, folks. It's a little bit of a whirlwind. Looking down to our scorebook, looking back up, and we see another turnover. Trying to keep track as best I can. It's 18 turnovers already in the game by the Eagles, as opposed to Lander's 13. Those are a lot of second-chance opportunities for both teams, who are really looking to capitalize on it. Number 14, that's Anderson. Her first free throw is no good. Coming into the game now is number 11 and number 3, Addison Smith. Anderson, her second free throw. She toes the line. Spins it in one dribble. The free throw's up. It's no good. It's rebounded by the Tigers into the hands of Hollingshead. Outlets to Goggles, who decides she's going to bring the ball down herself. She gets all the way into the paint before kicking out to an open shooter in the corner. That's Lincoln for 3. Her 4th 3 of the game. Already she's shooting it lights out right now for the Tigers. The Eagles are back down on our left side of the court. Into the hands of Anderson. Nice drop step move over Reinhardt. She scores. That's just a tough finish right there. 3 seconds left. McFadden down the court. She's going to have to throw up a prayer from the wing, and it's no good. Great half there by the Tigers. It's 25-20. A lot of turnovers so far in the first half. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors with the United States Marine Corps halftime show. Again, it's 25-20 in favor of the Tigers. We'll be right back.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
And we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Welcome back to Lyman High School. It's the United States Marine Corps halftime show. The Lander Lady Tigers are winning over the Lyman Eagles, 25-20. Let's do a little scoring recap here. It was 11 points in the first quarter by the Tigers, 9 points on 3 threes from Brianna Lincoln, and the only other bucket was Kendall McFadden. That's 11. In the second quarter, it was 2 from McFadden and 7 from Lincoln, 2 from Paisley Hollingshead, and 3 from Zoe Mulholland. So far, it's Brianna Lincoln who's leading the way with 16 points already in the first half. Man, she's really found her shooting stroke. She hit 2 right in front of us to open the game, right in front of us on the near side wing, and then she's hit 2 on the far side wing now. The Tigers can control a little bit of their turnover issue right now. I think they're going to blow out the Lady Eagles. Let's be honest. The Tigers just need to get the ball inside before they're going to kick out, and if they can secure a little more, if they can commit a little more of secure passing, this thing could get out of hand. It's the Lyman Eagles. They scored 20 in the first half, 6 points in the first quarter. It was 3 by Owen Hansen, a free throw by Riley Heisel, and number 11, who we still don't have, she had a bucket in the first quarter. Owen Hansen hit another 3 in the second quarter with a bucket. Addison Smith with 3 in the second. Let's see, Anna France with 2, and Peyton Anderson with 3. It's 14 points there for the Lyman Lady Eagles. As you can see, if you're watching on YouTube, the boys are warming up. We're going to have the boys game shortly after this. It's not real cold outside right now. It's pretty windy, wouldn't you say, Seth? Yeah, I think the wind chill factor has had me chilly as I was walking into the gym. Well, all right, folks. We'll be right back after a few more words from our sponsors, and we'll get the third quarter underway for you. We'll be right back.
West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter: your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Welcome back, folks. It's the United States Marine Corps halftime show. We're just about to get underway here with our third period of play. It's the Lander Lady Tigers. They lead the Lyman Eagles 25-20. It's been a sloppy first half. The Lyman Eagles turned it over 18 times as opposed to Lander's 13 times. A bit uncharacteristic for the Tigers. That's a little bit of a high number in the first half. The key to the second half is to limit that number. I think if the Tigers can finish, what do they have, 13? If they can finish with 7 or less, I think this game's not even going to be close, folks. We're just about to get things started. The Lyman Eagles have taken the court. To wrap up the United States Marine Corps halftime show, remember, you don't join the Marines, you become one. If you want to talk to a recruiter, it's 408 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming. Well, all right, folks, it's going to be Lady Tiger basketball starting the game. It's going to be Goggles inbounding the ball right here in front of the home crowd at half court. It's the same starters for both teams, Goklish, McFadden, Mulholland, Goggles, and Reinhardt. And on the Eagles side, it's Hansen, Smith, Youngberg, France, and Anderson. Goklish drives the key. She hits Reinhardt. Her shot is no good. It's rebounded into the hands of Youngberg. Up court to Hansen. She throws a cross court. Nice acrobatic steal there by McFadden. It's into the hands of the Tigers, who decide to shoot a three. It's Dagan Reinhardt. It's no good. Into the hands of the Lady Eagles. Owen Hansen brings the ball down the court. She's about at half court, right on the Eagles logo. It's a two-tone court, or three-tone, if you will. Darker brown in the center and lighter brown inside the three-point arc with kind of a cool pastel blue for the key and the baseline. I like to see that. Pass is intercepted by Dagan Reinhardt. Into the hands of Goklish. She drives and finds the bucket. Her shot rattles around, touches every piece of iron, and falls, and she's fouled. Great way to start the second half. Daisy Goklish is going to go to the line for the hoop and the harm. It was a foul against Addison Smith, her first of the game. Goklish steps to the line for her first free throws of the game. And Goggles falls into the lane. It's a lane violation. So it's going to be another turnover. No, that's not a turnover, excuse me. But still didn't get to see the third point there. Lyman inbounds the ball to Anderson against the 2-2-1 press of Lander. Long down court pass bounces off the head of an Eagle into the hands of Reinhardt. 3 consecutive turnovers for the Eagles. Down court to Reinhardt. Her shot's up in rhythm, but it's no good. Into the hands of France. The Eagles push the ball down the court. She finds Addison Smith in the corner for 3. Her shot's an air ball. Rebounded by Youngberg. Into the hands of Owen Hansen. Her shot is no good. Rebounded by the Tigers. Cleared by Mulholland. Goggles pushes the ball down the court. She finds Reinhardt, who's wide open. They're not even guarding the Lander bigs at the three-point line, and why would you? They haven't hit a three-pointer yet in the game. It's a good strategy right now by Coach Hansen and the Eagles. They leave Reinhardt again open on the three-pointer. This time she drives into the key. She's stopped by Anderson. Finds a nice cut by McFadden. A nice athletic cut there by McFadden. Her shot's up and good. It's now 29-20 in favor of the Tigers. And Goklish chases down France into the front court and kicks the ball out of bounds. Great hustle there by Goklish. It's going to stay in the hands of the Eagles. Addison Smith on the baseline. She gets the ball from the referee. Slaps the ball and tells the team that the play's on. Throws the ball down low to Anderson. It's stolen away by the Tigers. It's into the hands of Goggles. Goggles drives the baseline against Hansen. She's cut off. Kicks it out to Reinhardt, who's open again. She drives the key. Decides not to shoot. Hits McFadden on the cut, who decides not to shoot. Over to Goggles. Goggles drives the key. Turn around. Kicks it out to Reinhardt, who's open from the free throw line. Her shot is up, and it bounces off. No good. Into the hands of Owen Hansen. Tigers are yet to commit a turnover so far. Against the 2-3 zone defense, it's France on the wing. She kicks it up top to Hansen. 29-20 with just over 5 minutes to go here in the third period. The Eagles are in no rush. Over to Addison Smith near their bench, up top to Hansen. They hit number 11 at their free throw line, who makes a nice entry pass to Peyton Anderson, but she can't corral the pass. Another turnover by the Lyman Eagles. 22 in the game now. It's going to be Lander Tiger basketball into the hands of Zoe Mulholland. She inbounds to Goklish. They're going against a pressure defense now of the Eagles. They call it off. Down court to Reinhardt, who makes a nice pass to the cutting Goklish. She can't catch the pass. It's a turnover by the Tigers. Their first of the half. Into the hands of France. She dribbles it down the right side. Eagles moving from left to right on the Wild Today's YouTube broadcast. Hansen dribbles over in front of her bench. The ball's tipped out of bounds by Goklish. We're going to see number 5, Brianna Lincoln, check back into the game for Zoe Mulholland. She's hit 4 threes already in the game with 16 points. Into the hands of Eden Smith. She throws it out of bounds over the heads of number 11. It's going to be Tiger basketball again. 5th turnover in the quarter by the Eagles into the hands of Goggles. She jogs the ball down the court, looking for someone to pass to. Nobody's there. She hits Reinhardt, who steps to the free throw line, is wondering if she's going to shoot the open 3. Decides to take Anderson to the rack. Her shot's no good. And it's an offensive foul by Dagan Reinhardt, trying to get her own offensive rebound. It's twice we've seen Reinhardt do that so far tonight, and it's her 3rd foul of the game. First team foul of the Tigers. Coming into the game is Paisley Hollingshead. She's going to replace Reinhardt. And all 3 Tigers on the bench over there give Dagan a nice high five as she comes off. It's the Eagles basketball over to Hansen in front of their own bench. She drives the baseline. It's not there. Back out to number 11. Cross court. Back over to Hansen. She's out at the volleyball line, looking to get some offense going. It's a 2-3 zone for the Tigers. They find Anderson down low, who's going to shoot over Hollingshead off the glass and in. Peyton Anderson with the first points here for the Lyman Eagles with just under 4 minutes to go. Down court at Hollingshead, who wants to get back at Anderson. Her shot's no good, rebounded into the hands of number 11. We weren't able to figure out via a Lyman fan who that was. I'm looking around for a program, so if you're listening from Lyman, we apologize. Number 11, we don't know who that is. France drives the baseline and throws a baseball pass, which we've seen twice across court, but it's going to be a foul against Hayden Goggles as she tries to intercept the pass. It's going to be baseline out of bounds, Eagles, and they throw it to a wide open 11. Nobody covered her, and her shot's no good, luckily. It's rebounded into the hands of Hollingshead. Nice outlet to Goggles, who finds Lincoln on the near side wing. Her three's up and no good. Offensive rebound by Paisley Hollingshead. It's can't be corralled. It's into the hands of Owen Hansen, who drives down. Her floater from about 12 is no good. Offensive rebound to the Eagles. France goes up and is stripped by Lincoln. She gets the ball back, kicks it out to Hansen on the wing. Her three is up, and it's no good. Rebounded into the hands of Goklish. High arcing bounce there. Thought that might fall in. It's going to be a timeout. Let's see. Referee still hasn't told us who the timeout was. I believe it was the Tigers. It's a full timeout, yep, by Coach Powell and the Tigers. We'll take it with them. It's 29-22 with 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
The staff and board of the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Welcome back, folks, to Lyman High School. I'm Taryn Dubley, and on behalf of cameraman Seth, it's the Lander Tigers 29-22 here with just under 3 minutes to go in the third period. Tigers have really cleaned up the offensive turnovers. They've only committed one here so far in the third quarter as opposed to Lyman's 5. They have 23 turnovers in the game. Lander with only 14. That's still a little bit of a high number for the Tigers. If you're a Tiger fan, you know that they have had some turnover issues, but that was one of the worst first halves in terms of turnovers that we've seen so far this year. And I credit that to the pace of play. It's been a very fast game with a lot of turnovers and a lot of deep passing on both sides. It's Tiger basketball into the hands of Goklish, who breaks the man press. She drives all the way down. No one's going to stop her. She pops from about 15 feet. It's no good. Nice offensive rebounding effort by Hollingshead, but it's secured by Addison Smith. Hollingshead goes really hard to the offensive glass, and she gets her hands on just about every basketball. That's exactly what you love to see from the sophomore. She's tall and she's athletic. Now it's the Eagles. They swing the ball around the perimeter. It's 3 guards out, 2 posts in. They throw it down low to Youngberg, who's rejected by Hollingshead. The ball caroms off of the rim, and it bounces off of Hollingshead out of bounds. Got her on the back of the head. She made such a nice defensive play, she wasn't sure where the ball ended up. Into the hands of Youngberg on the baseline out of bounds. Her shot's no good, rebounded by Kendall McFadden. Outlet to Hayden Goggles. She pushes the ball down against Hansen. She finds Paisley Hollingshead wide open in the corner. Her shot's no good. Almost a pass to Goggles, who catches the air ball on the backside, who goes up with it for 2. It's Hayden Goggles' first point of the game. It's another uncharacteristic stat from the Tigers. Hayden Goggles, who typically has a great scoring game, only 2 so far in this game. The Eagles come back down and answer with a 3-pointer. It's no good. Into the hands of Goggles, a big body rebound. Nice rebound there over Anderson. She kicks it into the corner to Paisley Hollingshead to Lincoln. Now they're against a man-to-man defense from the Eagles. Goggles drives left-handed into the lane. Her scoop shot's off the glass and good. Beautiful shot there by Hayden Goggles, and have to wonder if that first bucket got her woken up. Down court. Ooh, hard foul there. It was Goggles. She was trailing the play. Had no option but to foul Riley Heisel on the jump shot. I had to think that was definitely going to be a basket there. Smart foul by Goggles, hustling back in transition. Only her second foul. 3rd foul for the team in the quarter. Heisel's got a salmon pink tennis shoe on. Her first free throw's good. Nice shooting stroke there from the Eagle. Coming back into the game is Addie Rounds, number 3. She replaces Goggles. Number 14, Anderson, she checks back into the game for number 11. Heisel's second free throw caroms off the rim into the hands of Kendall McFadden, who outlets to Daisy Goklish. Goklish over to Lincoln, who drives the lane. Her shot's up and no good, into the hands of Anderson. Anderson kicks it out to Youngberg, who walks the ball down the court. It's a 4-guard out, 1 post in now offense for the Eagles. They throw it inside to Anderson, who makes a nice move. Her shot's up, rolls around the rim, and it's off into the hands of Hollingshead. Great defense there by Hollingshead to contest that shot. There's 40 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. I'm bending down to look at the scoreboard. As we said, it's a tall gym. Goklish drives the lane, and she's going to be fouled by Anderson. Shot's no good. She's going to go to the line for a pair of free throws. Daisy didn't get to shoot her first free throw last time. There was a lane violation, so even though it's her 2nd trip to the line, this will be her first free throw. Daisy's first free throw is up. Off the back iron, bounces around and in. 3 points in the quarter by Daisy Goklish. The Tigers now have 9 points in the quarter. Daisy's got a orange, yellow, green, and blue shoe on. All sorts of mixed matched colors. Her second free throw is up, and it's no good. Great rebound by Paisley Hollingshead. Her shot's no good. Another great rebound by Addie Rounds, who kicks it out to a wide open Kendall McFadden. She takes one dribble and shoots. It's no good. Rebound into the hands of the Lyman Eagles. Great second chance opportunities there for the Tigers, and that's okay. You're gonna give a foul every time, or every now and then when you send 5 to the glass, and that's how it is. It was a foul on Addie Rounds, her first of the quarter. 4th team foul, gonna send the Eagles to the bonus on the next foul. France down court. She's faced against Daisy Goklish. Her pass is rejected right back into the hands of France. She drives the middle, kicks it out to number 2. That's Hayden Hewitt. Her three's no good, rebounded by Anderson. She's in the lane. Last second shot by the Eagles is gonna be no good. That was Addison Smith with a heave from about the volleyball line as time expired. Well, folks, it's 34-23. The Tigers really cleaned up the turnovers there in the 3rd quarter. They only committed 1. It's 34-23. We'll be right back before the final 8 minutes of this contest at Lyman High School.
Repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Welcome back, folks. It's Lander Valley 34, Lyman 23 on the Ranger Printer scoreboard. The Tigers have done an excellent job there in the third quarter. They held Lyman to only 3 points. It was Peyton Anderson with a bucket and Riley Heisel with the free throw. As opposed to Lander, they scored 9 points in the quarter, 4 by Goggles, 2 by McFadden, and 3 by Daisy Goklish. It's going to be Lyman basketball. They inbound the ball right before the final 8 minutes of the game. It's inbounded to France. She's guarded by the 2-3 zone defense of the Tigers. Up top, it's Goklish and Lincoln, who are menaces to the Lyman ball handlers. They are just getting tips and deflections on just about every pass. It's an over and back violation. Totally caused there by Daisy Goklish and her defensive pressure. That's an awesome effort there by Daisy, and it was France who had the ball bounce off her foot, I believe, over and back. It's the Tigers inbounding the ball to Brianna Lincoln. She dribbles on the right side towards the Lander bench. She hits Goggles in the corner, right in front of the Lander bench. Down low to Paisley Hollingshead. She's letting some guards clear out, hits Goggles on the cut over to Rounds in the corner. Her shot's up and no good. Great offensive rebound again by Paisley Hollingshead. She has been all over the offensive glass, and what an asset that is. It's a held ball, stays in the hands of the Tigers. That's just as good as an offensive rebound there. It's an excellent hustle play by Hollingshead, and they're going to throw it into her off the baseline out of bounds. She can't shoot. She kicks it out to Rounds, who drives the baseline. She's going to be fouled by Owen Hansen, or is this going to be against Anna France? It was against Hansen. She grabbed her wrist. It's going to be baseline out of bounds again. This time it's Kendall McFadden who's going to throw the ball in. Looking for Hollingshead, lobs it over the top to her. Paisley drives to the left. Her jump shot is up and it's no good. Offensive rebound by the Tigers. It's another held ball, so it won't be credited as a rebound, but Addie Rounds came in from the backside to get her hands on the ball. It stays in the hands, alternating possession back to the Eagles. It's Owen Hansen in the backcourt. She's looking to throw the ball down to the middle. She hits Anderson about 5 feet beyond the timeline. Now the Eagles look to set things up. Brianna Lincoln slowly crawls out and says, I'm going to get the 5-second count. They hit it into Peyton Anderson, who makes a nice spin move in the lane for a bucket. Peyton Anderson, she's got 2 points now in the fourth quarter. Brianna Lincoln over to Paisley Hollingshead. She brings it down herself into the corner to Addie Rounds, who brings the ball back up top. She's looking for someone to pass to. She hits Hollingshead, left-handed dribble to the top of the key. Over to Lincoln, who drives the middle, can't find anyone, hits Addie Rounds at the top of the key, swings over to Hollingshead, who's wide open, chooses not to shoot the three, drives in, and is fouled by Peyton Anderson. The home crowd didn't like that one. Must have been bodied down low because it looked like it was all ball on the top, and yes, it's going to be a body. Nonetheless, 2 free throws for Paisley Hollingshead. The foul went against Peyton Anderson, her third of the game. Hollingshead looks to get the team on the board for their first points in the quarter. Her first free throw's no good, too long. We're starting to see some Lander Valley boys and some Lyman Eagle boys make their way to the locker room. Still 34-25 with about 6.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Hollingshead with the all-green tennis shoe, white Nike swoosh. It's going to be a timeout here by Coach Jason Hansen before the free throw. It's a 30-second timeout. Nope, excuse me. It's a full timeout. 60 seconds. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Welcome back, folks. Just under 6.5 minutes to go here in the game. The Lander Lady Tigers lead the Eagles 34-25. Paisley Hollingshead had her second free throw interrupted by a timeout, so she steps to the line for her second free throw. The first one was no good. Second one is up, and it's no good. Rebounded into the hands of Youngberg. Outlet to Smith, over to Hansen. Eagles slowly bring the ball back down the court. Again, they're in no rush. Only down by 9 points, 6 minutes to go. Eagles look for a backdoor pass. It's going to be connected on, and a foul as the shot goes up by Fallon Youngberg. The foul goes against Addie Rounds, her second in the game. First foul for the Tigers here in the final period. Youngberg's first free throw is up, and it's good. Only her second point in the game. She had another free throw in the second quarter. Youngberg toes the line, spins the ball. 1, 2, 3 dribbles. Bends at the knee, and her free throw is up and no good. Second one's no good. She splits the pair of free throws, rebound into the hand of Reinhardt, who hits Goggles. Goggles saunters down the court before she hits Reinhardt. Over to McFadden. They're looking for Hollingshead coming off a pin down screen. It's not there, so she hits Rounds. Into the hands of number 3, Addison Smith. It's a turnover. Up top to Peyton Anderson, who's going to launch a 3. It's off the backboard, no good. Rebounded by Owen Hansen. Her shot's up and no good. Offensive rebound again, Hansen. She throws it to Addison Smith, who connects on a 10-foot jump shot for 2. Tigers are now facing a man-to-man full court press. Goggles clears everybody out, drives right past Hansen. Right into the hands of Peyton Anderson, who stops her. The pass is kicked out to McFadden, and she drags her pivot foot. It's a turnover by the Tigers. Coming out of the game is Paisley Hollingshead. Replacing her will be Brianna Lincoln. Hansen throws it over the top of Goklish to Peyton Anderson about halfway down the court. Cross court now in front of us to number 11, back over towards the Lyman bench to Hansen, who swings the ball back over towards us to number 11. They're windshield wipers moving the ball around the three-point arc, looking for someone to throw it to inside. They find Anderson at the free throw line, who dumps it down to Youngberg. Her shot is up, and it's no good. Into the hands of Brianna Lincoln, the smallest player on the court, who outlets the ball to Goggles. She brings it down the court, looking for someone to pass to. She finds Reinhardt on the near side wing, brings it up top to Kendall McFadden, who swings the ball over now to Goggles, who cuts inside, can't find anyone, kicks it out to Reinhardt, who's open for 3, decides not to shoot it. Back over to Goggles, who between the legs pass, drives back towards the middle, can't find anyone. Kicks the ball out to Reinhardt, who's content to just wait for someone else to pass to. Why not if they're not going to guard you? Over to Lincoln, now back to Reinhardt in the corner, who's open. This time she shoots. It's no good. Into the hands of Youngberg, who outlets it to Hansen. Hansen drives the sideline, is stopped by Daisy Goklish. Throws the ball over to number 11. Now it's back in the hands of Youngberg. It's going to be a timeout here by Coach Jason Hansen. He wants to talk about things. It's a full timeout. We'll be right back, folks. With the final 4 minutes, it's the Lander Tigers 34, Lyman Eagles 28. We'll be right back.
second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Visit Lander Gamble.
Welcome back, folks. It's Lyman High School. The Lander Tigers lead the Eagles 34-28, just over 4 minutes to go here in the final period. The Lady Tigers have really cleaned up the turnovers, only committed 3 so far in the second half. They committed 13 in the first half. The Eagles have also slowed down the turnovers. They've only thrown 6. These are unofficial numbers. That would be 24 in the game by the Eagles and only 16 by the Lady Tigers. Eagles basketball right here on the near side. It's Anna France. She drives the baseline, throws a long cross-court pass to Owen Hansen behind a flare screen. Her three's good. She's hit 3 threes now in the game, her first in the second half. Inbounded to Daisy Goklish. She throws the ball down court to Lincoln. It's tipped and not caught by Lincoln into the hands of Peyton Anderson. Now it's Eagles basketball. They're back on their home half of the court. France is up top. She throws it over to number 12, Eden Smith. Eden Smith looks for a long cross-court pass that's intercepted by Kendall McFadden. Could see that one coming. 7th turnover of the half into the hands of Lincoln. Fancy dribbling, brings the ball back down the court. She's trapped at half court, gets it to Reinhardt, evading the pressure. Reinhardt's just going to stand there at the volleyball lane and make Peyton Anderson come out and guard her. Reinhardt calls her own number. She drives the lane. Nice baseline pass to McFadden, who chooses not to shoot the 3. Tigers are in no rush here. If you're watching on YouTube, you can see Reinhardt. She's just standing at the volleyball line. The Tigers are fine to do this. They're only up by 3 points right now, but if they're not going to guard the Lady Tigers, they're just going to stand there and let time run off the clock. There's 2 minutes and 37 seconds left. And if you're watching on YouTube, finally now Peyton Anderson comes out to guard Dagan Reinhardt. That was about 15 or 20 seconds of game time wasted there by the Eagles. And it's going to translate to a foul. This time it goes against Anderson, number 14. That's her 4th foul. She's going to have to, no, she's not going to be replaced. They're going to leave her in the game. Well, with only 2.5 minutes to go, why wouldn't you? It's 34-31 in favor of the Tigers, who have gone scoreless here in the 4th quarter. Goklish throws it on the far side to Goggles, who can't find anyone. Eagles are now in a 2-3 zone. Goggles drives the middle, kicks it out to McFadden. Nothing's there, and the Tigers throw the ball away. Brianna Lincoln thought Daisy Goklish was going to stay there, but she went for the backdoor cut, and the ball sails out of bounds. It's into the hands of the Lyman Eagles. It's 34-31, 2 minutes to go here at Lyman High School. Ball's entered to the free throw line to Peyton Anderson. Back out to Owen Hansen, who thought about a 3, didn't shoot it. Skips across court to Smith, over to Anderson, who's trapped in the middle of the lane, and she's fouled. This foul is going to go against Daisy Goklish. 2nd team foul of the Tigers in the quarter, 3rd personal for Daisy Goklish. Tigers go to a 2-3 zone on the baseline. They just throw it right over the top to Anderson. It's tipped around into the hands of Kendall McFadden. Another turnover by the Eagles. McFadden throws it to Goggles, the point guard. She brings the ball down the court. She's not looking to score. She's looking to pass. She throws it to Goggles on the far side, who skips it back across the court to Lincoln. Down low on the short corner to Kendall McFadden. Back out to Lincoln. Minute 30 to go. Tigers up 3. Daisy Goklish, she's at the top, right in front of the scores table. Now Reinhardt nearly at center court. She's guarded closely by Anderson, who hits Goggles. Tigers do a really good job there of wasting about 30 seconds off the clock. There's a minute 20 before they call a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back.
any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Detailing done.
Welcome back, folks. There's 1 minute, 28 seconds to go. The Lander Tigers lead the Eagles 34-31. They've gone scoreless here in the fourth quarter. The Lyman Eagles have scored 8 to bring it to within 3. And we're just coming out of a timeout now. It was the Lander Tigers who decided to call the 30-second timeout and talk about what they're going to do for this final 90 seconds of the game. The Tigers come out of their huddle. It's going to be Goggles to inbound the ball. On the court is 34 Reinhardt, number 2 Kendall McFadden, number 5 Brandon Lincoln, and number 0 Daisy Goklish. It's Hayden Goggles who's going to throw the ball in from the sideline. She throws it into the backcourt to Daisy Goklish. Goklish is going to be trapped at the top by France, and she evades the trap, throws it over to Goggles. Into the hands of Reinhardt now, who the ball is tipped around, and it's going to end up right on the sideline. I can't see who that went off of. The ball bounced off of number 10, France. It's going to stay into the hands of the Tigers. Whew, that could have gone either way, folks. Goggles will throw the ball in from about the same spot. She hits Goklish, who turns it over into the hands of Smith. They throw it to Owen Hansen, who is fouled, pushed out of bounds. Who's this going to go against? It's going to go against number 5, Brandon Lincoln, her first of the game. 58 seconds to go. Lyman Eagle basketball. They're down 31-34. Just 3 points now for the Tigers, Over to Addison Smith. They hit Peyton Anderson at the top of the key. Owen Hansen, now she has the ball at the top. She throws it over to Smith. Smith drives the baseline, can't find anywhere to go with it, so they call a timeout. It's going to be baseline out of bounds to the Lyman Eagles, right under their own basket. It's a full timeout called by the Eagles. We'll take it with them, folks. What does the time say? I'm trying to peek underneath the score netting here. 44 seconds, says cameraman Seth. It's not 34, it's 44 seconds with the Tigers leading by 3 points. We'll take a quick break and be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Hey guys, this is Nick Haskell, and here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Welcome back, folks. It's the final 44 seconds of play. The Lander Tigers lead the Lyman Eagles by 3 points. The Eagles inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Up top to Peyton Anderson. She's looking for someone to pass to over to Addison Smith, who launches a 3, and it's good. That's going to tie the game at 34. A beautiful shot there by Addison Smith, her 5th point of the quarter. Inbound to Goggles. Goggles is looking against France. It's a man-to-man press in the backcourt. Goggles brings the ball all the way down to the 3-point line. There's 20 seconds left and the game's tied. Reinhardt decides to drive the baseline. The ball goes off of her leg out of bounds. A turnover into the hands of the Lyman Eagles. 16 seconds to go here. The Eagles got to go the full length of the court. Inbound to France. She's guarded closely by Kendall McFadden. France isn't aware of how much time there is. She dribbles down the court now. 8 seconds to go. Into the hands of Hansen, who's at the top of the key. She's fouled by Daisy Goklish. It's only the 4th team foul, so the Tigers had a foul to give. Not sure how many fouls that is against Goklish. It's her 4th. 6 seconds to go here. Owen Hansen's going to throw the ball in. She's looking down low to Peyton Anderson. The high arcing pass is stolen away by the Tigers. 3 seconds to go. Goggles dribbles down. She looks up at the clock, throws up a prayer. It bounces around and it's not good. We're going to overtime, folks. to 34. The Tigers go scoreless in the fourth quarter. We got free basketball here today, folks. We'll take a quick second to catch our breath, and we'll be back with extra basketball. It's 34 to 34 at Lyman High School. We'll be right back.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Welcome back, folks. It's overtime basketball here at Lyman High School. It's a conference matchup between the Tigers and the Eagles. Lady Tigers, unfortunately, go scoreless in the fourth quarter. They had 34 points going into the quarter. They didn't score, and Lyman came all the way back. They scored 6, 8, 9, 11 points there in the fourth quarter to bring the lead to a tie. 34 to 34. There's 4 minutes to go here in overtime. They play half of a period. The Tigers, they bring out number 0, Daisy Goklish. Number 2, Kendall McFadden. Number 34, Dagan Reinhardt. Number 14, Hayden Goggles. And number 5, Brianna Lincoln. They're going to tip it up from center court. The Eagles bring out their same starters: Hanson, Smith, Youngberg, France, and Anderson. Kendall McFadden's in the jump circle. In a continuation of the fourth quarter, the ball goes into the hands of the Tigers. It's Daisy Goklish who drives the lane. Left-handed dribble, she's cut off. She swings it up top to Goggles. Again, 34 to 34. We're now in overtime. Goklish runs the pick and roll. It's not there, into the hands of Goggles, who drives the key. Her running one-hander is up, and it's no good. And it's going to be a foul by Dagan Reinhardt. I believe that is going to be her 4th foul in the game, folks. It's going to send, because it's a 5th foul of the team, it's going to send Owen Hansen to the free throw line. Owen Hansen steps to the line. 2 dribbles. Her shot is up, and it's no good. Hansen's had a nice shooting game so far tonight. She's had 9 points on 3 3-pointers and a bucket to give her 11. Second free throw's no good, into the hands of Goggles. She outlets the ball to Reinhardt, who brings the ball on her own. She's at the top of the key now. Nobody's guarding her. Have to wonder if the Eagles are going to let her pull it out again. No, she throws it over to McFadden on the far side wing. Back into the hands of Reinhardt. She drives the lane. Nothing's there. She's cut off, looking for someone to pass to. She hits Goklish on the wraparound cut. Her jump shot's off the glass. No good. Rebounded into the hands of the Eagles. It's going to go to France. She dribbles down the court, looking to pass to Youngberg, but she travels. We are now at 28 turnovers by the Lady Eagles and only 19 by the Tigers. It's been a very sloppy basketball game. As you can see, only 34 points by both teams. It's into the hands of the Tigers. Lincoln drives over towards her bench, hands it off to Goklish. She's looking for Lincoln to come back to the corner. Her shot, no, she doesn't shoot. She decides not to shoot it. She drives the lane instead. Her shot's now up, and it's blocked by Addison Smith. Addison Smith gets the carom into the hands of Owen Hansen, their point guard. She brings the ball across the timeline, dribbles now over towards their bench. Coach Hansen's saying, don't panic. We need to get a good shot here. There's 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in overtime. They hit Peyton Anderson at the top of the key around the elbow area. She never turns her back, never turns to face the basket. Instead, throws the ball into the corner to Addison Smith. It's tipped out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Lyman Eagles. Owen Hansen's going to throw the ball in under her own basket. She enters a little bounce pass into Anderson, who makes a nice move to the front of the rim. Her shot's no good, rebounded by Reinhardt. Still 34 to 34. The Tigers have gone scoreless in nearly 10 minutes of play now. They throw the ball over to Reinhardt at the elbow. She hits McFadden right around the 3-point area on the far side wing. Goggles goes off of a nice Iverson cut. Her running one-handed shots off the glass, no good. Rebounded into the hands of Addison Smith. No scoring here so far in overtime. It's still 34-34, just under 2 minutes now. Hansen throws it to Goklish. Goklish intercepts the pass. She's all alone. Her layup's good. First points of the game in over 10 minutes of play. Lander Tigers lead now by 2, 36-34. France drives the baseline. Her shot is up. She runs right over Dagan Reinhardt for the charge. It's going to go into the hands of the Tigers. Huge momentum swing there by the Tigers. Great defensive effort by Dagan Reinhardt. She's clearly shaken up on the play. It was Anna France who drove the baseline and charged Dagan Reinhardt. Ball into the hands of Gokla. She drives down the far sideline. Right-handed dribble. She stops at the three-point arc. She throws it over to Reinhardt, who's going to stand at the volleyball line again. No one's guarding her. Throws it over to Lincoln. Lincoln over to Goggles right in front of the Tigers bench, getting instructions from Coach Powell. Throws it back up top to Dagan Reinhardt. There's just over a minute to go. 1 minute, 15 seconds. Tigers up 2. Goggles drives the lane, can't find anybody. Throws it out to Daisy Goklish. Her shot's no good. It's rebounded by Anderson, and it's a timeout by the Eagles. They're not sure how many timeouts they have left. They do have one. It's a full timeout. Gonna go in to the Eagles. 36-34, 1 minute, 7 seconds to go here in overtime. As we said, the Tigers went scoreless in the fourth quarter. They finally got some points there from Daisy Goklish. The first bucket in, what is it now? Almost 13 minutes for the Tigers. If that's going to be the way this game ends, that's going to be the deciding factor. No points in the fourth quarter. They held Lyman to only 3 in the third quarter, and now the Tigers have themselves in a sticky situation. They lead by 2, 36-34. Both boys teams are waiting on the baseline. Everybody here is holding their breath. How's this game going to end? A very nice turnout here from the Lyman Eagle crowd. Like I said before, folks, I'm about 30 rows up, and this gym might need all 30 rows to fit this crowd. Real short, short set of bleachers on the far side. The possession arrow stays with the Lyman Eagles if we have a held ball. Coming out for the final minute of overtime. It's the same starters who started overtime. Goklish, McFadden, Goggles, Reinhardt, and Lincoln. It's going to be Lyman Eagle basketball. They got to go 75% of the way down the court. They throw it into Hansen, who throws it back over the top to Smith. Smith picks up her dribble around the volleyball elbow. She throws it to France. They're looking to get the ball down low to Youngberg. They throw the long baseball pass, which we've seen twice to Hansen. Her running one-handed shot from around the three-point arc's no good. Long outlet pass down the court to McFadden. She chooses to pull it out. Over to Lincoln. The Tigers have time to run here. And the Eagles are going to have to foul Goggles. 42 seconds to go here. And it's going to send Hayden Goggles to the free throw line for bonus free throws. The 5th foul in the quarter, and the 4th by Anna France in the game. Goggles with the all-black tennis shoe. Very calm and very focused. Her first free throw is up. It's too long. It's no good. Still 36-34. About 42 seconds of play remaining. Goggles gets the ball from the official. Her second free throw is up, and it's good. 37-34 now, thanks to the free throw by Goggles. They throw it into Anderson, who brings the ball down the court, the big girl. She throws it over to Owen Hansen, who's hounded by Kendall McFadden. It's man-to-man defense. No, it's not. It's 2-3. 2-3 zone defense. They throw it into Anderson. Her shot is up, but she traveled for. It's going to be another turnover by the Lyman Eagles. 28 seconds to go here in the game. We're going to have some subs. Checking in is number 3, Addison Smith. She replaces number 11. And number 12, that's Eden Smith. She's going to replace Peyton Anderson. Ball inbounded to Gokla. She's fouled right away by France. Tigers are going to have to hit free throws here to put this game on ice. Who better than sophomore guard number 0, Daisy Goklish. Tiger fans here are starting to catch their breath. It was a crazy comeback by the Eagles. Again, the Tigers were scoreless in the fourth quarter. They gave up 11. That's what brought us to overtime. We're going to have another sub come back into the game. It's number 11. She replaces France. Daisy, 4 dribbles and a spin. She eyes the rim. Her first free throw is up, and it's good. 3 points in the quarter now for Daisy Goklish. She gets the second free throw. It's a 4-point lead for the Tigers. Spirit fingers up from the Lander Tiger faithful. Second free throw is good. 39-34 in favor of the Tigers. Just under 30 seconds to go here in overtime. Owen Hansen launches a 3 from the near side. It's no good. Rebounded into the hands of Reinhardt. And she's fouled. I've got to say, one more free throw could do this for the Lady Tigers. It's going to be junior Dagan Reinhardt, who has battled all night down low with Peyton Anderson. Perfectly fitting for Reinhardt to step to the line to put this game on ice. Her first free throw is up, and it's no good. 14 seconds to go. Tigers up by 5. Reinhardt shakes it off, gathers herself. 2 dribbles, and the second free throw is up. And it rattles around, no good. It's 39-34. That ball was all the way in before it came back out. Lyman races down the court. They throw the ball away to Brianna Lincoln, and she's going to be fouled. It was Eden Smith who got trapped just beyond the timeline and had to throw an escape pass that was intercepted by Lincoln. Lincoln, the sharpshooter tonight, got 4 threes. She's scoreless in the second half. There's 6 seconds left. Thank you, cameraman Seth. It's real hard to see the time on the scoreboard from here. Brianna Lincoln's, her first free throw is no good. Again, that ball rattled all the way down before it came out. Lincoln's second free throw. She toes the line, 4 dribbles. Eyes the rim, shoots it, and it's good. It's 40-34 now. 6-point lead in favor of the Tigers. Tigers aren't fouling here, and with 2 seconds left, Hansen chucks up a prayer. It goes out of bounds, an air ball. There's 0.5 seconds to go in the game. It's going to be, looks like it was tipped, so they're going to give the ball to Lyman. That's okay. They're down 6 with a half second to go. They throw the ball into number 11, who we still don't know, and her 3 is up, bounces around, and it's no good. It's a Lander Tiger win, a gutsy win after going scoreless in the fourth quarter. They win 40-34 to move to 2-0 on the conference season. Very nice comeback by the Lyman Eagles. What a heart-pounding game that was down the stretch in the fourth quarter. Well, all right, folks, we're going to catch our breath. We'll be back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show here in just a moment. The Lander Tiger boys and the Lyman Eagle boys are warming up on the court, so it'll be a quick postgame show. We'll be right back after these messages.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community members to impaired driving.
So we've joined forces to work together to find and stop impaired drivers in Fremont County, wherever they are.
and we're making an impact, but we need your help.
If your summer activities involve alcohol, plan ahead and make good choices.
Drink responsibly, designate a sober driver, or call Safe Ride.
And don't let your friends drive impaired either, even if you have to take their keys and find them a safe ride home.
Let's all look out for each other and keep everybody safe. Remember,
don't risk it. Drive sober.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
High Plains Power.
Welcome back, folks. It's the Click It or Ticket post-game show here in Lyman High School. What a great game it was. It was a ferocious comeback in the fourth quarter by the Lyman Eagles. They scored 11 in the fourth quarter as opposed to Lander's 0 points. That's what took us to overtime. The Tigers were able to pull it out, holding the Eagles scoreless in overtime for a 40-34 win to move to 2-0 on the conference season. Daisy Goklish had 7 points in the game, Kendall McFadden with 6. Brianna Lincoln led the way with 16 points, all of those in the first half. It was Paisley Hollingshead, she had 2 points. Zoe Mulholland with a 3 for 3 points. Hayden Goggles had 5 points in the game. And Dagan Reinhart with the final point of the game, she only had 1. That gave the Tigers their 40th point. On the Lyman Eagles side, they moved to 0-3 in the conference season. A tough start for them. They were 9-3 coming into the game. Now they're 9-4. It was Owen Hansen with 11 points, Riley Heisel with 2, Addison Smith with 8 points, Fallon Youngberg with 2, Anna France with 2. Number 11, we still don't know who that was. She finished with 2. And Peyton Anderson, she finished with 7. It was a really, really sloppy game in the first half. The Tigers, they committed 13 turnovers and finished with 19 in the game. On the Eagles side, they had 18 turnovers in the first half and still committed 11. What is that? 39 turnovers in the game. That's hard to beat any team. Well, we're going to go ahead and give out a few honors. I'd like to give the Papa Murphy's player of the game to Brianna Lincoln. She had a really hot shooting first quarter. She had 3 threes and 9 points. That really sparked the Lander Tigers. She came back with 7 points in the second quarter to tide over the Tigers. The Gatorade Good Sport of the game is going to go to Dagan Reinhart. She only had 1 point in the game, but it was one of the most important to put the game on ice. Free throw down the stretch, and you know we've seen her before when Gatorade Good Sport of the game for battling down low with some of the bigs of other teams. She's a very physical junior. She rebounds her butt off and does an excellent job on the bench supporting her teammates. So she's going to get the Good Sport of the game. She's going to take home a Gatorade, and Brianna Lincoln's going to take home a free large pizza, courtesy of Rick Paxton at Papa Murphy's in Riverton. Well, all right, folks, that was the post-game show. We're going to turn things over here in just a moment for the boys' game. It was the Lander Lady Tigers. They beat Lyman 40-34. Thank you to our sponsors. We'll be right back here After a brief moment, we'll have the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show for the boys, and then the Sutherland starting lineups. We'll see you soon.
What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter: your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
All right, folks, welcome to Lyman High School. We are just about to get underway with some boys basketball action. It's a conference matchup between the Lander Tigers and the Lyman Eagles here in Lyman. Coming into the game, it's the Lander Tigers. They have a 7-5 record. They're coached by Stu Mullins. They're 1-0 in conference play. Their first win in conference was a 59-56 win over Mountain View on January 17th. Tigers score 59 points a game and hold teams to 55 points per game. That's a +4 margin. And coming into this game, Coach Mullins was telling me they're excited to have dang near their entire team healthy. Everybody made the trip, but we're still missing sophomore guard Finn McFadden. He's dealing with a little bit of an ankle injury, but Coach Mullins assured me that he'll be back this season. He's just taken a few more weeks to let things heal up. Turning over to the Lyman Eagles, they're coached by Barry Hill. They're 6-6 coming into this game with 1 win and 1 loss in conference play. They lost to Mountain View, they beat Mountain View 63-44, and they lost to Pinedale 60-73. They are a little bit like the Tigers. They score 56 points a game and hold their opponents to 52 points a game. That's a +4 margin. As far as scoring coming into the game, it's Dallin Bradshaw, number 5. He leads the team with 9.1 points per game. Right behind him is Hayden Jackson with 9 points a game. Another big scorer is Aiden Wyatt. He averages 8 points a game. Jevin Maxfield, number 12, he averages 8.2 points a game and grabs about 5 boards a game. So if you know anything about the Lyman Eagles, you know they're going to play hard. You know when they play at home, it's going to be a hostile environment. So keys to the game for the Lander Tigers are to stay composed, make their layups, and get to the free throw line. And I think if they do that, they're going to win this game tonight. All right, folks, we're going to take a quick 30-second break. We'll be right back with our Sutherland starting lineups right after this.
A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
You need it.
Welcome back, folks. It's the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show brought to you by Wild Today Media. We're getting right into the Sutherland starting lineups. It was number 1 for the Tigers, senior Peyton Bell. Number 11, junior Quincy Gwena. Number 12, senior Porter Plaisted. Number 14, senior Keaton Iron Eyes. And number 22, Noah Sinclair. Now turning over to the Lyman Eagles, I'm going to announce them as they come out. It's number 1, Hayden Jackson. Next up for the Lyman Eagles, it's number 5, Dallin Bradshaw. We talked about him. He's the leading scorer for these Eagles. Number 11, Aiden Wyatt. He averages 8 points a game. Number 12, Jevin Maxfield. And number 33, Coulter DeWitt. Well, all right, folks, that was the Sutherland starting lineups. Thank you to Sutherland's. Stepping into the jump circle is going to be number 22, the junior, Noah Sinclair, versus number 5, Dallin Bradshaw. Well, if you're a Wyoming basketball fan, I'm sure you've heard the Bradshaw name once or twice. The Bradshaw is a very prominent family here in Lyman. They have a former Gatorade Player of the Year, McKinley Bradshaw. She now is a guard for the Wyoming Cowgirls. Well, the opening tip is spiked out of bounds by Bradshaw. The home crowd got a little laugh out of that. Looked like something out of a volleyball game. Spikes it right out of bounds. It's going to go into the hands of the Tigers. Now, who wins the tip there? Is that Tigers win the tip, or is that Eagles win the tip? I don't know. Well, the Tigers, first thing they do is turn it over right into the hands of Coulter DeWitt. He drives all the way down, and his shot is up and good. He's fouled. Right off the bat, the Eagles grab the momentum. It's 2-0. The foul is going to go against number 22, Noah Sinclair. Coulter DeWitt, well, with a quick 2 points, toes the line. His free throw is up, rattles around, and it's no good. It's tipped around into the hands of senior guard Peyton Bell for the Tigers. Outlet to Porter, Playstead, back to Bell. He's going to push up the right sideline. He's the fastest player in 3A, and I don't care what anybody says. He drives the lane, can't find anybody, hits Porter on the wing over to Iron Eyes. Back up top to Peyton Bell, doesn't like what he sees. The Lyman Eagles are in a 1-2-2 press with the big man, Coulter DeWitt, at the top. He's got long arms. I could see why they would do that, but they're going to sacrifice some rebounding ability, I have a feeling. Keaton Iron Eyes drives the lane. His shot's blocked by Bradshaw. It's no good. Into the hands of Bradshaw. He pushes the ball down. Court to Maxfield. Maxfield over to Jackson. Jackson's looking against the 2-3 zone defense of the Tigers. They swing the ball all the way around to DeWitt in the corner. Nobody's there. Cross court over to Maxfield, who gets the ball back up to Jackson. They swing the ball over to number 11, Aiden Wyatt, right in front of the bench. If you watched the Tigers play Lyman last year, you know Wyatt had a huge game. Jevin Maxfield's going to launch a 3 from the volleyball line. It's no good. Rebounded into the hands of Wyatt. His turnaround shot is good for the 4th point of the game. It's 4-0, favor of the Eagles. Long over-the-head pass from Peyton Bell sails out of bounds. It's another turnover into the hands of the Eagles. That's 2 quick turnovers there by the Tigers. Tigers are saying, hey, let's get organized. Let's press these guys. It's Quincy Gwynna and Peyton Bell. They're in the top of the 2-2-1. Behind him is Porter and Keaton Iron Eyes. In the far back is Noah Sinclair. Wyatt throws the ball over to DeWitt. He looks like he's going to shoot. He doesn't shoot. It's a cross-court pass into the hands of Wyatt. Wyatt up top to Maxfield. He's guarded by Peyton Bell at the top of the zone. Over to Bradshaw in the short corner. He looks like he's going to shoot. He's not going to shoot. He's fouled. It's going to go against number 14, Keaton Iron Eyes. Nice move there by Bradshaw. He took one dribble to the short corner and was kind of pressed upon by Keaton Iron Eyes in the back, and that landed him his first foul, second of the game for the Tigers. It's 4-0 with just under 6 minutes to go. They throw the ball into Jackson, who launches from 3. It's no good. Great box out by Playstead. Playstead hits Peyton Bell. He drives the middle of the court. He looks down to Keaton Iron Eyes, who's open on the 3. Can't shoot. Into the hands of Porter Playstead, who catches a carom after Keaton Iron Eyes was fouled. Just the same thing that happened to Keaton Iron Eyes on the other end happened to him. He was pushed in the back and fouled. That's going to go against number 1, Hayden Jackson. Coach Barry Hill for the Eagles. He paces up and down the sideline. He's got a nice tie on. You don't see that a whole lot anymore. Peyton Bell is going to get a drag screen from Keaton Iron Eyes. He drives the lane. Beautiful Euro step in the middle for 2. Great move there by senior Peyton Bell. Tigers slap on the 2-2-1 press. They call it Wichita. This time it's going to be Wyatt who breaks the press. He dribbles down the sideline right into the hands of Porter Playstead. It kind of lands in between his legs, and it's going to be a held ball alternating possession to the Eagles. So I guess the opening tip-off was won by the Tigers. You don't see the opening tip-off go out of bounds real often. So it's going to be Wyatt, throws the ball in on the baseline under the Tiger basket, throws it up top to Jackson, who penetrates the middle, gets it to Maxfield, who can't do anything with it. Back out to Jackson, number 1. He's the little guy on the team, but he's very quick. Wyatt over the overarching pass into the corner for DeWitt. It's not going to be connected upon, so it goes out of bounds right in front of our good sport of the game, Dagan Reinhardt. Into the hands of the Tigers. Noah Sinclair inbounds it to Peyton Bell, who's against 2 Lyman Eagles. He's going to make one pass to Sinclair, who decides, I'm going to drive in the open gaps, hits Quincy on the curl cut over to Keaton Ironized, who's wide open in the corner. His 3 is up. No good. It bounces over the standard. It goes out of bounds. It's 4-2 in kind of a underwhelming first quarter. Both teams feeling each other out. We're going to have 2 Lyman Eagles check into the game. It's number 4, Dallin Smith, and number 2, what's that name? Devin Shear. Well, it's Shear going to inbounds the ball. He throws it up top to Wyatt in the middle of the press. He pushes the ball down to DeWitt on the sideline. DeWitt looks across court to Jackson, who's not open for 3, so he drives the middle. He throws it down low to number 4. That's Dallin Smith. Up top to Devin Shear, who drives, and his shot's up and good. Nice move there by Shear. Quickly down court is the Tigers. They get Iron Eyes on the lead ahead pass. Peyton Bell drives the key. He finds an open Quincy Gwynna, who launches from 3. It's no good. Rebounded into the hands of Wyatt. Tigers are a little bit reluctant to shoot the 3 right now. Up top to DeWitt, right in front of the Lander bench. Cross court to Wyatt, who looks like he's going to shoot, decides not to, swings it over to Dallin Smith, who gets the ball down low into number 2, that's Devin Shear. And he commits a 3-second violation in the paint, so it's going to be a turnover. It's the second for the Lyman Eagles. 2 turnovers apiece. Coming into the game now is junior big man 45, Gavin Romer, and junior Pax Hollingshead. Peyton Bell drives the lane. Nobody stops him, so he just goes up for 2. He's got 4 points now in the quarter. It's 6-4 in favor of the Eagles. 3 minutes, 50 seconds to go here in the opening period of play. The Eagles look much more comfortable breaking the press now. It's a 2-3 zone defense for the Tigers. You got Quincy Gwynna and Peyton Bell at the top. They're running the 2 top guard positions, hounding the ball handlers. Ball swung over to Wyatt in the wing, who hits DeWitt in the corner. Long cross-court pass to Shear, who double dribbles. Nobody calls it. Even he knew he double dribbled. Nonetheless, his shot's up and no good, and he commits a foul. No, sorry, that was number 4, Dallin Smith, who committed the foul on the offensive rebound. Now the Eagles are going to press the Tigers. It's a man press, so they get the ball into the hands of Peyton Bell, who just sprints right past the defense. His layup is up and no good, but nobody's willing to stop Peyton Bell. It looks like he's running circles around them. His shot's no good. Balls carry him around on the defensive end now into the hands of Jackson. He drives the lane. He stops and pops from the elbow. No good. Into the hands of Peyton Bell, who's looking to push the pace. He's going 1 against 3. Up and under. Layup is up and no good, but he's fouled. Peyton Bell, kind of a one-man offense right now. The Eagles are very slow in transition, and that's going to benefit Peyton Bell. He likes to get the outlet pass and go full court. He's, like I said earlier, folks, he's very quick. His first free throw is up, and it's off to the right. 6-4 in favor of the Eagles. Coming into the game now is number 23, Everett Lee. We haven't seen him yet. 3 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Peyton Bell steps to the line for his second free throw, number 1. He shoots the ball, and it's off short, no good. During the dead time, number 43, senior Teddy Rivera checked into the game. Theodore Rivera Jr., excuse me, we call him Teddy. He checks into the game. Dallin Smith catches the ball in the lane and is absolutely stuffed by Gavin Romer. He blocks the shot before it was even shot. Nice effort there by Devin Shear to save the ball before it goes out of bounds. He bounced it off Romer's foot. So it's going to stay in the hands of the Eagles. Wyatt's going to throw the ball in. He's kind of their organizer, so to speak. Wyatt in the corner. He's going to call his own number, airballs it into the hands of Pax Hollingshead. Pax looks for the long outlet pass to Peyton Bell. The Tigers have numbers again, 4 against 3. Peyton Bell drives the lane. Nobody stops him again. His layup is no good. He claps his hands in frustration. He knows that was one he should have made. Wyatt brings the ball back down the court to Dallin Smith, who goes into the middle of the key and shoots a shot. It's up and no good. And the rebound goes to Gavin Romer, who's immediately fouled by Dallin Smith. A little bit of a frustration foul. Thought that shot may have gone in, but it was into the hands of Romer. It's Dallin's second foul. That's Dallin Smith. And replacing him is Dallin Bradshaw. It's going to be Tiger basketball. They go the full length of the court. The Tigers are moving left to right on the Wild Today YouTube broadcast. It's the Tigers in their black jerseys with green numbers trimmed in white. Quincy Gwinna brings the ball down the court, enters it up top to Keaton Iron Eyes. He has nowhere to go, so he hits Teddy in the corner, who launches a three. Back iron, it's no good. The ball is rebounded into the hands of Maxfield, excuse me. Over to Wyatt, who throws backs over to Maxfield on the near side wing. Up top to Dallin Bradshaw. He has nowhere to go with it, so he splits the double team and is going to be fouled by, this is going to go against number 11, Quincy Gwinna. It's the third team foul for the Tigers. The Eagles have 4 team fouls, so that their next foul will put the Tigers at the free throw line. 1 minute, 40 seconds to go. They lob the ball in right over Romer. It's caught by Bradshaw, and he lays it right in. That's a nice play, simple play for the bucket. Keaton Iron Eyes drives the baseline. His shot's wide open. It's no good. Rebounded into the hands of Romer right in front of the rim. His shot's no good, and he rebounds it himself and puts it in for 2. That's Gavin Romer with 2 rebounds there. Maybe he's padding his stats a little bit. Up top to Bradshaw. He swings it over to Aiden Wyatt, who's going to launch another 3. I can already tell it's off. Yes, it is. He into the hands of Teddy Rivera, who pushes the pace to Pax Hollingshead. He drives the lane, hits big Gavin Romer out top to Gwinna. Swings the ball around to Keaton Iron Eyes, who's open for 3. Shot's no good. Into the hands of number 12. That's Maxfield. He's going to bring the ball down himself against the 2 guards of the Tigers. That's Teddy and Quincy now at the top. Over to Bradshaw, who hits Everett Lee in the corner. They're trying to post up, and it's not there. It's hard to post up against the 2-3 zone. They hit Wyatt on the near side wing. His overhead pass is up top to Shear, who throws it down low to Maxfield. His shot is up, and it's no good. Rebounded into the hands of the Tigers. Quincy Gwinna outlets it to Hollingshead, who makes an extra pass up the court to Keaton Iron Eyes. Into the corner. Great ball movement by the Tigers. For 3, it's Teddy Rivera. Great ball movement there by the Tigers in the fast break. It's excellent transition offense there. The Eagles throw the ball down court. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Gavin Romer. Good effort there by the big man. He had to leave his position from underneath the basket, run clear out to intercept that pass, or at least deflect it, rather. It's going to be Eagle basketball into the hands of Wyatt, who throws it basically right into the hands of Romer, who says, "Thank you very much. I'll take that." He throws it. Now it's over to Keaton Iron Eyes. There's 9 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Quincy Gwinna drives the lane. He's looking for Teddy Rivera at the top of the key, who launches a fadeaway 3 from the top. It's no good. Rebounded into the hands of Wyatt. That's going to end the first quarter. It's Lander 9, Lyman 8 in a slow-paced first quarter. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors with the second period.
Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes. Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Welcome back, folks. It's Lyman High School as the Tigers have made the journey. They're taking on the Eagles in a conference matchup. And after the first quarter of play, it's the Tigers 9, Lyman Eagles 8. On behalf of cameraman Seth, I'm Taryn Debley. We're up here in about the 30th row, the very tippity top of Lyman's gym. It's a beautiful gym out here in Lyman. It's going to be a new starter for the second quarter instead of, who are we missing here? Instead of Keaton Ironeyes, it's going to be Gavin Romer, number 45. He's got a clear size advantage against the Eagles. I would say the only one who matches up with him is Coulter DeWitt. They're about the same size. They're going right down low to Romer. He posts up Bradshaw and makes a nice move. His scoop shot's good. Gavin Romer asserting his dominance over the smaller Lyman Eagles. Great after timeout or opening quarter play there by Coach Mullins to feed the big man. It's Eagle basketball. They're still against the 2-3 zone of the Tigers, who have really worked on that the last few years. Wyatt drives the lane, and a nice running shot off the glass is in for Aiden Wyatt. First points of the game by the Eagles, and first points of the quarter by the Eagles. Peyton Bell and Gavin Romer run a little, pick and roll action there, but the pass is no good. It goes out of bounds. Turnover, Tigers into the hands of the Eagles. It's 3 turnovers for the Tigers, 3 turnovers for the Eagles. Been a relatively clean game so far. Not a lot of shot opportunities, just some good defense. The Eagles have done a good job of breaking the press of the Tigers. They haven't really converted it into any points. It's a turnover into the hands of Quincy Gwinna. He makes a nice bounce pass to Noah Sinclair on the rim run, who's blocked by Maxfield. Into the hands of Wyatt. He runs all the way down the court. Lob pass to Bradshaw. Can't connect. Into the hands of Quincy Gwinna. Back and forth action here to start the second period. Quincy Gwinna, he calls for a screen. It's a man defense now for the Eagles. We saw a 1-2-2 zone. Now it's man. Ball bounces around near the half-court line. They throw it to Peyton Bell, who hits Porter Playset in the corner. His three's no good. Rebounded by Quincy Gwinna. He goes up with his rebound, and it's good. Quincy Gwinna for the bucket. 4th point here in the quarter. It's 13-10 in favor of the Tigers. Peyton Bell, 1 against 4. His jump shot's up, and it's no good. Now Romer's into play. He tips the ball out to Quincy Gwinna, who hits Porter Playstead on the corner. Porter drives the lane. His floater's up, and it's no good. Rebounded into the hands of the Eagles. DeWitt outlets the pass to Wyatt. He's all alone in the backcourt. Now he gets it to Jackson. He slips, and the ball bounces right into the hands of Peyton Bell, who just says, "Thank you very much. I'll just take that for a bucket." Looks like Wyatt may have just slipped on the court. Wonder if there's a slippery spot there. Have to imagine he didn't mean to do that. It's 15-10. The Eagles take a timeout. It's a full timeout. So we'll be right back after this.
Snyder Signature Properties would like to give a huge shout out to the local sports of Fremont County. They are here to support your team and your local home real estate needs. Call today to see how Snyder Signature Properties can help you buy and sell your next property. Good luck to all Fremont County athletes.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Welcome back, folks. It's Lyman High School, and on the two-tone court, you can see the insignia, Protect the Nest. That's kind of cool. Got a good-looking eagle at center court. We've got the girls coach, Jason Hansen, who says, yeah, I think there is a wet spot out there. So he runs out and mops it up with the Gatorade towel. Yeah, and, of course, you're not upset with Aiden Wyatt if he's going to slip on a slippery spot. That's not much he can do about that. But nonetheless, it was 2 points for Peyton Bell on the turnover. It's 4 turnovers now for the Eagles. It's going to be Eagle basketball after the timeout. Now the Tigers are in a 1-2-1-1 press, a diamond press, which if you like basketball the way that I do, I love the diamond press. It's very fun to watch. It's Pax Hollingshead at the tippity top, the top of the spear. And it's a double tip out of bounds. Going to go off the hands of Bradshaw after caroming off of Quincy Gwinna's fingertips. It's a double tip out of bounds into the hands of the Tigers. Back-to-back turnovers there by the Lyman Eagles. Quincy throws it into the backcourt to Peyton Bell, who makes a nice one-handed catch. He brings the ball down against the man defense of the Lyman Eagles. He hits Quincy up top, who does a one-dribble pull-up, and it's no good, into the hands of the Eagles. It's Aiden Wyatt. Aiden swings it over to Maxfield. Maxfield up top to Bradshaw, now back over to Wyatt. The Eagles are running some sort of cutting offense against the 2-3 zone, and they're not being able to get the ball inside. So DeWitt says, I'm going to drive. He flips up a shot. It's no good. Rebounded by Maxfield. His shot's no good. Into the hands of Noah Sinclair. Nice chest pass down the court to a leaking out Peyton Bell. Another bucket for him. He's got 8 points already. It's 17-10 in favor of the Tigers. Noah Sinclair comes out of nowhere to make another steal in the press. He drives all the way. His right-handed shot's no good. It was good defense there by the Eagles to prevent another basket. Now they got the points on the board at 17-10. Jackson with the ball up top. He swings it over to his buddy Wyatt. Pax Hollingshead puts his foot on the line and deflects the pass out of bounds. If you're a wing position in Coach Mullins' 2-3 defense, you lift out a little higher than a traditional 2-3. They play a little more around the three-point line as opposed to the short corner area. And actually, it really limits the three-point shooting of other teams. You wouldn't think a zone defense is the way to counter three-point shooting, but the Tigers have really cracked that code. It's a beautiful zone defense. Now it's Maxfield, who's open on the wing. He's going to launch. The shot's no good. Great backside rebound by Pax Hollingshead, who makes a quick outlet pass down the court to Keaton Iron Eyes, who he can barely save the ball before it goes out of bounds, and he has to bounce it off of a Lyman Eagle. That's kind of a new thing we've seen in the last decade of basketball. If you're going out of bounds, just throw it off of the other team and let it bounce out off them. Kind of a smart move. They throw the ball into Sinclair, who calls his own number. Left-handed drive all the way to the basket is good. Noah's first points of the game. It's 19-10 now, and the Tigers are slapped on this diamond press. They call it Rebel. All the way down court to number 23. That's Everett Lee. He goes up for the layup, but it's tipped out of bounds by Peyton Bell. Great job of wolfing the ball handler there. Snuck up behind him, tipped it out of bounds. Probably saved the layup. That's how you beat the diamond press. You got to throw the long over-the-head pass, and that's almost what they want you to throw, those long, dangerous passes, so they can get the offense started quickly. That time it worked. Jackson, he's going to shoot from three. His shot's no good. Into the hands of Teddy Rivera. Excellent outlet pass to Peyton Bell, who drives down, makes a nice drop-down pass to Keaton Iron Eyes. His shot's no good. They throw it out to Teddy Rivera after the offensive rebound. Noah Sinclair now at the top of the key. He goes into a dribble handoff with Keaton Iron Eyes, who drives the lane. Nothing's there, so he swings it over to Peyton Bell. Peyton Bell's going to shoot from three, and it's long, no good, right into the hands of Teddy Rivera, a long rebound. It's 2 offensive rebounds now in this possession. Peyton Bell, he drives the lane, kicks out to Keaton Iron Eyes in the corner for 3. It's no good. Rebounded into the hacks of Pax Hollingshead. 4 straight offensive rebounds for the Tigers. Tigers said, hey, let's run things. No, they're going to throw to Hollingshead, who launches a 3. His shot's no good. 5 straight threes there by the Tigers on 4 offensive rebounds. None of them go in, so it's an empty possession for the Tigers. Tigers are now sink back into their 2-3 zone defense. It's Teddy Rivera on the top with Peyton Bell. Down low on the wings, it's Keaton Iron Eyes and Pax Hollingshead, and in the center, it's Noah Sinclair, the junior. Eagles are really struggling to find penetrating opportunities. Jackson throws up a running one-hander. It's no good. Into the hands of number 21. That's Joey Blumel. The offensive rebound goes into the hands of Cal France, number 22. He is going to be fouled on the rebound, so I thought that maybe that was a shot attempt, but it's not. It's going to be baseline out of bounds. First team foul on the Tigers goes against Hollingshead. It's his first foul of the game. Quick inbounds pass goes down low to number 23. That's Everett Lee. He is fouled on the shot, and it's going to go against Keaton Iron Eyes, his second of the game. Second team foul for the Tigers. Everett Lee, about 2 feet behind the free throw line. His shot's up, and it's short. Wonder if he'll scooch up a little bit this time. Junior Gavin Romer, he's going to check back into the game for Keaton Iron Eyes. Replacing Hayden Jackson for the Eagles is Aiden Wyatt. That's Hayden Jackson and Aiden Wyatt. This time Lee does step up and his shot's short again, but it's into the hands of number 21, who's absolutely clobbered. Joey Blumel, he got the offensive rebound. It was a long rebound, tipped out. He took one dribble and went up and was met at the top by Pax Hollingshead. It was a foul. I think Pax thought that ball might be on the tee. He swung for it. He did block the shot, but also fouled Blumel. So his first free throw's up, and it's no good. Replacing Hollingshead's going to be Porter Playstead, the senior. 3 team fouls this possession by the Tigers. Both teams trading a series of offensive rebounds now. Blumel's second free throw is up, and it's good. Only the third point of the quarter by the Eagles. Peyton Bell breaks the press all alone. He throws it down court to Rivera, who can't find Sinclair down low. Now they do find Sinclair on the short corner. He brings the ball out and hits Peyton Bell at the top of the key. Eagles are in a 1-2-2 press, or excuse me, 1-2-2 zone. Noah Sinclair, he calls his own number, drives the lane. His layup's off the glass, no good. Rebound into the hands of Everett Lee, who passes the ball down court to number 22. That's Cal France. He just checked into the game. Wyatt swings across over to Shear, who throws up a shot. It's up and no good. Offensive rebound goes into the hands of Everett Lee. They hit Wyatt on top of the key for a three-pointer, and he sinks it. It's the 6th point of the quarter by the Eagles. Tigers race back down the court. It's 19-14 with 90 seconds to go here in the half. Teddy Rivera's in the corner. He's trapped, so he's going to outlet it up top to Peyton Bell, who stands near the timeline. The Eagles are content to let him stand out there. It's only a 5-point lead. Swings the ball now over to Sinclair, who's loosely guarded by number 21. That's Joey Blumel. They throw it over to Porter Playstead. He's looking for Teddy Rivera in the corner. He's wide open. He's going to shoot it. It's no good. It's an air ball. Rebounded into the hands of Cal France and tipped out of bounds by Noah Sinclair. It's going to be Eagle basketball. 69 seconds here to go in the second period of play. It's going to be number 22, France, to throw the ball in against Lander's 2-2-1 press. They're back in Wichita now, as they call it. Ball is entered to Wyatt, who makes an acrobatic catch. He dribbles down the court, makes a nice pass over to Bradshaw. It's tipped, caroms around into the hands of the Eagles. Wyatt's got it at the volleyball line. Swings it across court. Now to Blumel, back to Wyatt. Wyatt's looking for a pick and roll with Bradshaw. It's not going to work. It's another turnover into the hands of the Tigers. 6th turnover now for the Lyman Eagles, who get a turnover of their own after kind of a... Okay, let's recap what just happened. It was a turnover by the Lyman Eagles into the hands of Sinclair, who dribbled down the court. His long pass was intercepted and saved by Dallin Bradshaw, who threw it all the way down the court, and no Eagles were there. So it's going to be Lander Tiger basketball under the Lyman basket. Inbound to Quincy Guina, who has the ball just stolen right out of his hands by Cal France. They hit Wyatt, who's looking for a three. He decides to go with a running one-handed floater, and it's no good. Rebounded into the hands of Peyton Bell, who's going to break the press all on his own. Throws it down court to Playstead, who hits Quincy Guina for a wide open three. Before he shoots, he travels. Referee's going to get him for a travel there. It looked like he was just going to go up with the shot, but decided to change his mind last second, and I think that hesitation is what caused the travel. 5th turnover by the Tigers. 6 for the Eagles. It's into the hands of Wyatt, their point guard. He dribbles all the way down, brings himself into the corner, and is kind of stuck. He throws it over to Dallin Bradshaw. With 2 seconds to go, Aiden Wyatt's going to throw up a prayer from about half court. It's no good. Sorry for missing the time there, folks. It's very hard to see the scoreboard here. Nonetheless, it's Lander Tigers 19, Lyman Eagles 14 in a very slow-scoring first half game. This game could come right down to the wire, just like we saw the overtime win by the Tigers, Lady Tigers, in the first game. Well, all right, folks, that's going to do it for the first half. We'll be right back with the United States Marine Corps halftime show. We'll recap our scoring and talk keys to the second half. We'll be right back.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
Don't leave your future up in the air. Always wear a seatbelt and reduce your risk of death of serious injury in a crash by almost 50%. Buckle up, Wyoming.
The staff and board.
Welcome back, folks. It's the United States Marine Corps halftime show, and if you're tuning in on YouTube, we've got a little bit of a palooza going on down on the court. It's all the future Lyman Eagles. They're getting their shots up here in this halftime break. Why wouldn't you? It's kind of a cool sight. It's a beautiful gym here. So let's recap scoring here for the first half. Let's see. We've got Peyton Bell. He leads the way so far with 6. Quincy Gwynna has 2. Noah Sinclair with 2, and Gavin Romer with 2. That was easy. Turning over to the Lyman Eagles. Devin Shear, he's got 2. Dallin Bradshaw with 2. Aiden Wyatt, he's got 7. Joey Blumel with a free throw for 1, and Coulter DeWitt for 2. So it's been kind of an underwhelming first half so far. There hasn't been a whole lot of turnovers. It's unofficially 5 by the Tigers and unofficially 6 by the Lyman Eagles. 19-14 here on the Lyman scoreboard. And if we're talking keys to the second half, I'm going to have to say that the Tigers are going to need to make a few more layups. We've had a lot of good open shot opportunities around the basket and given. They've been contested, but that's 3A varsity basketball. There's going to be times when you have to resign. A good shot is a layup, and you have to make those shots to beat just about any team at the varsity level. Turning over now to the Lyman Eagles, I think what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to shoot the ball more from 3. The Tigers have an excellent zone defense. They really get out on the wings and deter that three-point shot, but if you can hit a few, it might make the Tigers go into man defense. Of course, we're not hoping for that. We're rooting for the Tigers here. It's 19-14. With about 6 minutes to go here in halftime. Not sure if we're going to have Coach Powell for the post-game show about the girls team. I'm kind of looking around the gym for him, and I don't see him. So we'll take a quick break and see if Coach Powell makes the journey up to the 30th row, and we'll be back right after this word.
One who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft, or showed livestock, thanks for all your efforts. Stay tuned for a bigger and better Fremont County Fair next year.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule.
All right, folks, we're now joined by the Lander Valley head coach of the girls team, Coach Drew Powell. And I think the question on everyone's mind is what happened in the fourth quarter and how do you respond after a scoreless fourth quarter to win in overtime?
You know, it wasn't, I think, anything that happened. We just didn't get any shots to fall. We had wide open shots and we had some good looks. I thought there was a couple times in transition we shot a three that we probably should have attacked and kept the advantage and made somebody in the paint actually make a decision rather than shooting it. But we're a growing thing. I mean, it's not perfect yet, and it shouldn't be. We're learning, and this film will be a good one to watch.
Well, you guys have moved to 2-0 on the conference season, and as Coach Mullen says on the boys' side, he'll always take a sloppy win over a pretty loss. So 2-0 on the conference season now. Coach, how are you feeling?
Just grateful that we got out of here. You know, this is a hard place to play. It's not a shooter's gym if you're not from here. And we had a couple girls come up big, make some big shots, and then had a big steal coming down the stretch that kind of finished it off and came up with a little bit different defensive plan that we had to execute there through the end, and it kind of helped us a lot.
Well, let's jump back to the first quarter. It was Brianna Lincoln. She hit 3 straight three-pointers to give you guys 9 points, 9 of your 11 points there in the first quarter. What has she done for your team, and as far as shooting ability, ball handling, and just leadership on the court? How does she impact your team?
I really think that when it comes down to shooting, she's one of the only girls I know that can come cold off the bench and have the confidence to shoot it and make it for the most part. I think she was 4 for 6 on the night. One that she probably should have attacked downhill, but she does a great job for us. And you know, it's nice having multiple guards and being able to sub somebody out and not worry about being able to get the ball up the floor. We have 3 solid guards, you know, and a couple other ones that can do it if they have to. But I mean, overall, we played a pretty good game. We just couldn't get shots to fall.
Well, Brianna Lincoln, she had 16 points in the game. She led your team, and she was our Papa Murphy's player of the game. She gave you a huge scoring boost there in the first and second quarter. And then, no surprise, your Gatorade Good Sport of the game was Dagan Reinhardt. She only finished with a point, but it was a huge point down the stretch, a free throw. And I gave her the good Sport of the game because she consistently battles with the biggest girls on every other team. She never takes it personal, and she gives her effort, whether she's on the court or on the bench. What can you say about Dagan?
I mean, she's just one of the greatest kids to coach. She just works her butt off all the time, and that's all you can really ask for out of a coaching perspective. She's also very, very smart, and you could tell her one thing one time and she'll remember it for the rest of her life, which is huge because I'm not continuing to have to tell her what to do. She already knows what to do, and it proves in our games.
Well, it was a 40-34 win. You guys are 2-0 now in the conference season. Thank you, Coach Powell, for joining us on Wow Today's post-game show. It's Click It or Ticket, so we'll see you guys back in Lander next time.
Thanks, Taryn.
All right. See you, Coach Drew. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Coach Powell, a very sharp-looking guy. He's got a full button-down shirt and a tie. He's always done that, and I respect that. So, all right, folks, that's going to do it for the post-game show. We've got just about 90 seconds to go here in the United States Marine Corps halftime show. We're doing 2 different shows at once. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors with the second half.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
All right, folks, welcome back. That was the United States Marine Corps halftime show. We love having the Marines as part of our sponsorship. If you want to talk to a recruiter, please go to 408 East Main Street in Riverton. You don't join the Marines, you become one. It used to be the few, the proud, the Marines. You know, that always got me fired up when I saw that commercial. Well, bringing it over to the second half, it's 19-14 on the Lyman scoreboard. On YouTube, it's the Ranger Printer scoreboard. Lyman's going to start with the ball. It's number 11, Aiden Wyatt. He had 7 first half points, so he's almost to his average of 8 already. The Eagles throw it down inside already to Dallin Bradshaw, who stopped in the middle of the lane. They throw it back out to Jackson. Stolen away by Peyton Bell. It's a 2-on-1 advantage with Quincy Gwynna. Quincy just drives the lane and misses his layup. Rebounded into the hands of Maxfield. Down the court goes Aiden Wyatt. His up and under layup is no good. Rebounded into the hands of the Tigers. Off to Peyton Bell, who hits Porter at the top of the Porter playset at the top of the key. His 3 is no good. Still 19-14 here with just over 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. The Eagles have the ball right in front of their bench. They throw it over to Bradshaw now at the top of the key. Over to Wyatt. They're looking inside to Maxfield. His turnaround jump shot is no good. Rebounded into the hands of Keaton Iron Eyes, the senior. Off to another senior, Peyton Bell. He brings the ball down the court. Again, nobody's going to stop him, so he just goes right into their offense. Over to Keaton Iron Eyes, who throws it to Quincy Gwynna, back up top to Keaton Iron Eyes. They're staying here on the near side. Now they're going to reverse it to the far side in front of their bench. Keaton Iron Eyes, he's looking inside, can't find anybody. Now they're going to throw it inside to Noah Sinclair, who makes a nice spin move and turnaround pass to Porter. Playstead, beautiful assist there by Sinclair. It was kind of a no-look wraparound pass for the bucket. Aiden Wyatt, he brings the ball down now against Quincy and Peyton Bell into the front court. They're looking into the corner for DeWitt. He thinks about a 3, it's no good. Long cross the court pass is intercepted like a safety from Keaton Iron Eyes. He's dribbling down the court and they're gonna get him for a palming violation. I didn't see that one. I'm kind of looking around. Nobody's arguing from the Lander bench, so maybe they tend to agree. It's 21-14 now, 6 minutes to go here in the third period. Hayden Jackson advances the ball to Maxfield. He drives the baseline. It's going to be stuffed. He throws the ball back out to Jackson. They reverse it to Wyatt. He's going to reverse the ball now to his in front of his bench. They're looking to post up Bradshaw at the free throw line. Instead, it's Jackson who launches a 3. It's no good. Rebounded into the hands of Noah Sinclair. Sinclair pushes the pace. He's going to bring it all the way down. He hits Porter Playset in the corner, and the pass is too strong. It's a turnover for the Tigers. It goes into the hands of the Eagles. Tigers only had 5 turnovers there in the first half. This is their first now of the second half. 21-14, 5.5 minutes to go here in the third period. They hit Maxfield in the middle of the press break. They throw it to Bradshaw, who drives down and is fouled by Keaton Iron Eyes. We had a perfect view of that, cameraman Seth and I, and Keaton got him on the wrist as he went up. It's Keaton's 3rd foul of the game. He's going to be replaced by Pax Hollingshead, number 15. It's going to be Lyman Eagle basketball. They're inbounding under their own basket. Hayden Wyatt doesn't throw to the wide open Maxfield. Instead, he goes up top to Caden DeWitt. 3's more than 2, Taryn. Hits DeWitt for the 3-pointer to get the Eagles on the scoreboard here in the second half. Tigers push the pace down. They hate when they get scored on. They push it down the court quickly. Ball is tipped around, and out of bounds off of Noah Sinclair. It goes off his fingertip. It's another turnover by the Tigers, 2 already in the third quarter. Got a few subs here coming back into the games. Number 2, Shear, and number 4, Dallin Smith. We've got Dallin Smith and Dallin Bradshaw, number 4 and 5, both on the court. Aiden Wyatt now looks to throw the pass over the top of the press. It's tipped out of bounds by Hollingshead, and Dallin Smith just lets it go out of bounds, so it's going to stay with the Eagles. Sinclair is going to come out of the game. He's replaced by 45, Gavin Romer. If you're here at this game, you got to notice Gavin Romer's size advantage. There's really nobody on the Eagles who's in the ballpark. You could say Coulter DeWitt, but I would say even he's undersized. Aiden Wyatt, his long 3 from the top of the key is no good. There's Romer with a nice defensive rebound. Outlet to Quincy Gwynna, who pushes the pace down court to Porter. Back to Quincy Gwynna. His 3's up and it's no good. Long rebound to Peyton Bell. Back over to Quincy Gwynna, who thought about another three, decides to pass it. The Eagles set up in their 1-2-2 zone. You're going to see cords here from the Lander Tigers. They're going to run the baseline, but instead Peyton Bell launches a three. It's no good. Into the hands of Aiden Wyatt. He brings the ball back down. He's got to have at least half dozen rebounds. I'm not keeping track, but he's got a ton of rebounds for being the smallest guy on Lyman's team. He's just a good player. We're going to have a held ball right here in front of, right under Lyman's basket. It was who was that? It was number 2, Devin Shear, and he was going against Gavin Romer. Gavin just dang near ripped the ball right out of his arms, but the referee saved them all, and it's going to be a held ball. Alternating possession to the Tigers. Peyton Bell, he's going to walk the ball down the court. It looks like it's a man defense now for the Eagles. Have to wonder if they're going to go inside to Romer with the man-to-man defense. They're trying to post him up. It's not there. Instead, they hit Hollingshead, who drives across, kicks it back to Quincy Gwynna, who his right-handed runner is up and good. His fourth point, second of the half. The Eagles are back down on their end now. They try to get the ball down low to Lee. Lee's bumped around and he loses the ball out of bounds. It's going to go into the hands of the Tigers. Gavin Romer, he's inbounds, looks right to Peyton Bell and says, hey, let's go. Let's run something here. Have to wonder if this is a drag screen. Coach Mullins looks at the team and makes a call. Peyton Bell drives the lane and is fouled extremely hard. He hits the ground very hard. He's holding his elbow, and you could hear his elbow hit the ground. You have to hope this is just a funny bone, folks, because he's writhing in pain. We're going to take a quick second to get him off camera. We'll be right back.
Protect your vehicle with S-Tech's Action Series, Carbon or Smart Series ceramic tint, plus premium ceramic coatings for maximum UV and heat protection. All backed by a lifetime warranty. Expect expert detailing to make any ride look brand new. Call 307-851-5158 today. Detailing done different.
Well, Noah Sinclair is going to replace Peyton Bell, who's still wincing in pain. You can tell he's not feeling so good, and the Tigers are now going to call a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. It's the Lander Tigers. They're wearing black uniforms, green numbers, and white trim, and we've got quite a few different colored shoes on over there. We've got an orange shoe, a blue shoe. You know, that's something, you didn't see a whole lot in the past. If you were playing basketball, you wear the colored shoe that matches your uniform. So if you're wearing a green uniform, you wear a green shoe. Having said that, that's really changed over the last few years. Now you see almost every player wearing an off-color shoe. It's a little personality thing, and I understand that. It's going to be Lander Tiger basketball. They're inbounding underneath their own basket. Quincy Gwynna is going to throw the ball into the game. It's Porter Playstead, Gavin Romer, Noah Sinclair, Pax Hollingshead, and Quincy Gwynna, the big lineup for the Tigers. They throw it right inside to Romer. His shot's no good. Still a good-looking shot attempt, and you've got to throw it inside to make the Eagles respect you. Now it's the Eagles with the basketball. They're right in front of their own bench. They hit Shear back up top to Wyatt. They're trying to get the ball to Jackson in the corner. They can't find him. Instead, they throw it down low to Lee. His shot's up and no good, but the ball caroms right back into his hands. It's ripped away by Gavin Romer. It's going to be a held ball. If he gets his hands on the ball, watch out. You may be going for a ride, folks. It's going to be a held ball. Alternating possession stays with the Eagles. Wyatt, who does the majority of throwing the ball in, he enters it to Jackson, who steps back to three. His shot's no good. Into the hands of Hollingshead. Nice outlet pass to Quincy Gwynna, who throws it across the court to Porter Playstead with a nice Barkley move. Turnaround baby hook for two. His fourth point of the game, fourth here in the third period. It's 25-17, 2.5 minutes to go here in the third period. We're going to have a foul on Quincy Gwynna. Just got a little over aggressive there, trying to get a deflection on the pass. That's a foul you live with if you're Coach Mullins. The Tigers have been relatively clean in the fouling department and relatively clean in the turnover department, only 7 so far in the game. They throw it inside to Dallin Smith, who's checked by Gavin Romer. Tigers still in a 2-3 zone. Porter Playstead and Quincy Gwynna on the top now. It's Hollingshead and Sinclair on the wing and Gavin Romer down low. Long cross-court pass is nearly intercepted. by Wyatt. Instead of landing and passing, he throws the pass as he's in the air and throws it out of bounds. Trying to hit Shear on the baseline, it's no good. So it's going to be another turnover. That's their, let's see, that's their 8th turnover of the game. Ball in the hands of Tigers. They hit Quincy on the far side wing. He drives the baseline. Nice drop down to Gavin Romer, who finishes. Gets whacked in the head, no call. He's got 2 points in every quarter thus far. It's 27-17, just under 2 minutes to go. Another turnover by the Eagles into the hands of St. Clair, who goes coast to coast. Left-handed layup is up and in. Tigers are really asserting the pressure now, forcing some slippery turnovers by the Eagles. They just cannot connect on some of these passes, but give a lot of credit to the top 2 guards for Lander. Right now, that's Playstead and Gwynna. Long shot by Jackson on the far side wing is no good. Rebounded into the hands of Quincy Gwynna. He pushes the pace, hits Romer at the middle, who gives it right back to Quincy. Quincy makes a nice Euro step move, and his shot is up, no good, it's blocked. Rebound into the hands of Romer, who goes up and it scores. Back-to-back buckets here by Romer. And the referee had taken something personal that Gavin Romer said and give him a delay of game warning. I believe it's a delay of game warning, unless it's a profanity warning. I don't think that Gavin would do that. So it's going to be a timeout, full timeout by the Lyman Eagles. It's 31-17, 1 minute, 11 seconds to go here in the 3rd period of play. We'll be right back after a word.
And here at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, we have the best brands. With our size, we are able to shop for you. We're able to choose the top products from the best companies. We carry Lazy Boy, Tempur-Pedic, Ashley, Sealy, Serta, and more. With our variety, we can make sure we're a one-stop shop for all of your home furnishing needs. Come in today to one of our locations in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and a better service.
Welcome back, folks. The Lander Tigers now lead by 14 points. It's 31-17 with 1 minute and 10 seconds to go here in the 3rd period of play. The Tigers have had a relatively balanced scoring output. They had 9 in the first quarter, 10 in the second quarter, and now they have, 12 points here in the 3rd quarter. And they're going to go right back into the 2-1-2 press now. I'm not sure what press they run, what this is called. Back in the day, it was a version of spider press with one guy in the middle. The Eagles had to go against several different looks from the Tigers tonight, and it's confused them. Dallin Bradshaw, his jumper from about 10's no good. Pax Hollingshead with the rebound. He pushes it down the court to Porter Playstead. That's an excellent pass to advance the ball. It comes back to the hands of Hollingshead. His runner is up, and it's no good. Into the hands of DeWitt. There's 48 seconds to go. Into the hands of Bradshaw, down in his near wing. He falls on his butt, but retains his dribble. Outlets it over to DeWitt. DeWitt at the top of the key. We know he can shoot the 3. You have to respect him out there. Now it's Maxfield at the top of the key. He swings it over to DeWitt. DeWitt's looking inside to Bradshaw, but he vacates the area. They throw it over now to Maxfield. Maxfield is hounded by Quincy Gwynna. He finds Bradshaw down low. His 10-foot jump shot's no good, into the hands of Gavin Romer. Coach Mullins is calling for one shot. The Tigers have the ball with 13 seconds to go. It's 31-17. Quincy Gwynna up top. No one's going to check him, so they hit Romer. They throw it over to St. Clair in an isolation situation. His jump shot's off the glass, and it's good. Beautiful kiss off the glass there by Noah St. Clair. And that fires up the Tiger bench. Rightfully so. That was a nice shot off the glass. You don't see the window used too much anymore, do you, Seth? Yeah, that was a sweet shot. All right, it's 33-17. We'll be right back with the 4th quarter.
Offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
We do it 'cause it feels right. We do
Well, it's a demoralizing fact when the hometown team looks up and sees their home crowd starting to vacate the gymnasium. The home crowd did not like what they saw there in the third period. It was 14 points by the Lander Tigers, opposed to the Eagles' 3 points. It was only Coulter DeWitt's three-pointer that got him on the board. Yeah, several families here making their way to the exits. It's not what you want to see if you're a Lyman Eagle. Well, anyways, it's Lander Tiger basketball. They throw it up top to Porter Playstead. They're looking down low to the size advantage to Gavin Romer, who hits St. Clair on the backdoor cut. His shot's up, and it's no good, but he's fouled. Going to send St. Clair to the line. I was just chatting with him last week about his free throws and saying, kind of giving him a hard time, saying, dude, start knocking down some of these charity stripe shots. See if he does it tonight. His first free throw is up, and it's good. Well, I guess I'll take credit for that. Noah St. Clair, his first free throw is up and good. Ernie Over, who I'm filling in for tonight, I'm sure he's listening. He remembers Noah St. Clair's chrome bumper on the back of his tennis shoes. It's a nice-looking tennis shoe. His second free throw is no good. Ball into the hands of Aiden Wyatt, their point guard, who tries to get it down low to Bradshaw, and his dribble goes off his own foot out of bounds. It's going to be Lander Tiger basketball again. Now, that's the fourth turnover so far in the half. They only committed 6 in the first half. Quincy Gwinner brings the ball down the court. Gavin Romer, seeing significant minutes right now, has a huge size advantage over the Eagles. Porter Playstead and Quincy Gwinner are up top. They hit Pax down low, or Pax in the corner. They try to hit St. Clair, who gets it to Romer. He picks the ball up off the ground and goes up. Shot's no good. It's into the hands of St. Clair. His tip-in's no good. And it's tipped out of bounds by number 12, Jevin Maxfield. It's going to stay into the hands of the Tigers. What baseline out-of-bounds play are we going to see here? A blob, if you will. They throw it into the corner to a wide-open Pax Hollingshead. His toes on the line. His shot's no good anyways. Rebounded to Gavin Romer. His shot is up and good. Gavin Romer just collecting boards. Quincy Gwinner with the steal. Behind the back pass to Porter Playstead. His runner's up and no good. It's an offensive rebound into the hands of Porter Playstead, who has it stolen away by Aiden Wyatt. Nice play by Wyatt. They get the ball outlet to Dallin Bradshaw, who throws a long baseball pass down court to DeWitt. DeWitt, nice spin move. His shot is up and good. Nice spin move there by the big man. And what do we have here? There's 6 minutes and 45 seconds to go here in the fourth period, and I believe we just saw a flopping technical. They give Gavin Romer a second warning in the game, which I don't even know. I've never seen a flopping technical before, but it stays in the hands of the Tigers. Explain that to me. Gavin Romer goes hard to the glass again. He nearly rebounds his Quincy shot, who tries to save the carom, dives into the Lander bench, and he's caught by senior Teddy Rivera, who says, "You're good, I got you." Lifts him up off the ground. It's going to be Eagles basketball. They're going to sub Quincy out. Had a little bit of a collision there with the bench. He's okay, but he's going to take a seat. In comes Peyton Bell. Peyton Bell and Porter Playstead now are the two top guards hounding the Lyman ball handlers. They throw it over top to DeWitt in the corner. His three's up. Bounces off, no good. Rebounded into the hands of Romer. Outlet to Peyton Bell, who's extremely quick. He throws the ball back down the court to Porter Playstead. Ball caroms around to Pax. Pax Hollingshead. His 1-2 floater is good. Rapid pace of play here in the fourth quarter. Pax Hollingshead, he scored that last bucket. It's 38-19 now. I'm peeking at the scoreboard. It looks like 6 minutes and 8 seconds to go. Have to do some gymnastic acrobatics here to get a peek at the scoreboard. Yes, 6 minutes. 38-19 in favor of the Tigers. It's a timeout. We'll be right back to catch our breath.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
Good news, DUI crashes and deaths are falling in Fremont County.
We're doing better, but even one death on our roads from impaired driving, we take personally.
We started the Fremont County DUI Task Force 2 years ago because we're losing too many friends, family members, and community.
Welcome back, folks. It's 38-19 here in the fourth quarter. Just over 6 minutes to play. It's Lyman Eagle basketball. Wyatt brings the ball down the court. He looks to hit Maxfield in the middle. They swing the ball over to DeWitt. He's going to go inside. He's stopped by Gavin Romer. The ball caroms around, and it goes into the hands of the Eagles, retained by Maxfield, who hits Wyatt at the top. He's content to slow things down, as we've seen. Jackson now on the far side wing hits Maxfield at the top. Wyatt drives the baseline. His pull-up jump shot is no good. Rebounded into the hands of Sinclair, who's going to bring the ball down himself. No, he outlets it to Peyton Bell, who rises up for the layup. It's no good. Rebounded into the hands of the Eagles. That's DeWitt. DeWitt advances the ball to Jackson. Jackson gets into the paint and stops. He kicked it out to Wyatt, who's looking for a cutter. Ball stolen away. No, it's not. It's rebounded, or caroms into the hands of Maxfield, who hits Jackson, now back up top to Wyatt. The Eagles have been content to do this. They will share the ball around the arc until they feel they have a good shot. This time it's Jackson in the key. His flip shot is up and good. Gives the Eagles their 4th point of the quarter. Now it's 38-27, just under 5 minutes to go. 38-21. Packs over to Noah Sinclair. He drives the middle of the key. Drops down low to the big Gavin Romer. Oh, his toe was on, his heel was on the out of bounds line, and that's okay. That's okay. He knows what he did. That's all right. The shot was up and good, but before that he stepped out of bounds. So it's going to be Lyman Eagle basketball. Number 12, Maxfield. He'll throw it in. Maxfield enters the ball to Blumel. Blumel back over to Jackson. Back to Blumel. They're trying to figure out this 2-2-1 press of the Tigers. Ball's tipped away and into the hands of Noah Sinclair. Another turnover now. The 13th by the Lyman Eagles into the hands of Peyton Bell. His baseline drive is up and good over Maxfield. That's another bucket there for the senior, Peyton Bell. He's got 10 points now in the game. Peyton Bell and Porter hounding the top 2 guards. On the backside, it's Romer in the center. They're looking to hold the Eagles down on the offensive end, which they've done. It's a 2-3 zone, and we've seen the wings extend to deter the 3-point shot. It's a good strategy. Jackson does a P dribble off of his foot. That means placement dribble, and it bounced right off his foot out of bounds. It's going to go into the Tigers, into the hands of the Tigers. Gavin Romer and Pax Hollingshead are going to sit down. Replacing them is number 14, Keaton Iron Eyes, and number 43, Teddy Rivera. Quincy's in the backcourt. He gets the ball over to Peyton Bell, who throws it right back to Quincy. Quincy Gwena now, he looks to hit Peyton Bell as he crosses the timeline, but it's a timeout by the Tigers. It's a full timeout. There's 40-21, Tigers up 19 with 3 minutes, 48 seconds to go here in the final period. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Exploding at 200 miles per hour. Airbags pack a punch. Until age 13, stay buckled up in the back seat. Buckle up, Wyoming. It's the law.
Your tax pros at 672 West Main Street in Lander, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Welcome back, folks. It's the final 3 minutes and 48 seconds. The Lander Tigers are beating the Eagles 40-21. It was a little bit of a slow start to the game. It was 19-14 at halftime, which is well under Lander Tigers and the Eagles' scoring averages. The Tigers, on average, are just under 60 points a game, and the Eagles are 56 points a game. So looks like we're going to see both teams under their averages tonight. It's been a defensive battle. And give credit to the Lyman Eagles. They've really forced the Tigers to shoot a lot of contested shots. Now, we've seen some of those fall here in the second half, but nonetheless, they've had a hand in their face. It's the Tigers basketball now. They throw it into the corner to Teddy Rivera. He looks for a middle of the court pass to Keaton Iron Eyes, who dumps it down low to Noah Sinclair. Beautiful passing there by the Tigers. Sinclair's bucket is good. It's the Lyman Eagles now down in front of their own bench. They swing the ball over to number 22, that's France. We haven't seen him a whole lot today. His sister plays on the girls' team, and she's a heck of a basketball player. Swings over to Blumel. He's looking for someone in the corner. There's two guys. Who do I throw it to? It's Wyatt. Swings it over to Shear, back over to France. Wyatt decides he's going to drive the lane. He flips his shot up from around the free throw line, and it's good. He was looking for the foul, and I might agree with him there. There was a little contact, but nonetheless, the shot's up and good. It's Tiger basketball. They're looking in the middle of the court for Sinclair. Sinclair spin moves to the middle of the key, and the ball tumbles around into the hands of Peyton Bell for three, and it's good. Peyton Bell finds his first three of the game. 5 points now in the quarter. It's Quincy Gwynna trying to stop the Lyman offense, and Peyton Bell coming from the backside as Shearer went to throw a baseline pass to the corner to DeWitt, but Peyton Bell came clear from the top side to deflect that pass out of bounds. Great effort there. That's helping the helper, if you've ever played basketball. It's going to be Aiden Wyatt to throw the ball in. He's done that just about every time. Going against the 2-3 zone of the Tigers. Jackson drives the key, left-handed drive, kicks it out to DeWitt. Over to Bradshaw, who makes a nice move to the middle. He's a high jumper. His shot's no good, but his rebound putback is good. Another bucket there for Dallin Bradshaw. It's only his 4th point in the game. He had an excellent game last year against the Tigers, only 4 tonight. Over to Peyton Bell from the same spot. His three's good. Back-to-back threes there by Peyton Bell. Now it's 48-25, 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go here in the final period. It's Bradshaw with the ball at the top. Swings it over to Aiden Wyatt. Tigers are doing a great job of playing defense without fouling. They've also rebounded without fouling as well. We've seen quite a few over-the-back fouls on offense in weeks past, but they haven't really done that today either. So it's going to be, on the missed three-pointer. I believe that was DeWitt. Karam's over the back of the backboard, out of bounds, so it's going to be Tiger basketball. Peyton Bell walks it up. 1 minute, 55 seconds to go here in the game. Tigers lead 48-25. Teddy Rivera drives the key, drops it off to Quincy Gwynna, who throws right back to Teddy. Back to Quincy in the corner for three. His shot's no good. It was an air ball. He hasn't had a real good shooting night tonight, which is uncharacteristic of the junior. He's what we would call a sharpshooter. Aiden Wyatt drives the lane. He splits the defense and is fouled. His shot is no good. It's going to go against Noah Sinclair, I believe. Nope, it's Teddy Rivera, his first foul of the game. Well, Coach Mullins decides he's going to clear his bench. We're going to see 4 new guys we haven't seen in the game so far today. It's going to be sophomore, number 0, Caleb Andrews. Number 4, Darian Herford. Number 10, Ty Herford. And number 35, Caleb Larby. Aiden Wyatt, his first free throw was good. That brings the score to 48-26. Tigers up 22 points, 91 seconds to go here in the half. His second free throw is good. Darian Herford, he's going to bring the ball down. Throws it to Teddy Rivera, who swings it to Caleb Larby in the corner. Back to Teddy Rivera. Caleb Andrews, he drives the middle of the lane. He kicks it out to Herford, who swung the ball around to Larby. His three's no good. Rebounded into the hands of Wyatt. He picks the ball up off the ground and dribbles down the court. Nice behind the back dribble to get around the defender there. He hits Jackson wide open in the corner. His three is no good. Long rebound into the hand of Maxfield. Stays with the Eagles. Wyatt decides he's going to call his number. Shoots a three and misses. Rebounded into the hands of Maxfield again. They hit DeWitt in the corner. They're trying to post up Bradshaw. It's not there. And the Eagles throw the ball away. Another turnover there. Let's see, that's 14 now for the Eagles. 50 seconds to go here in the game. The Tigers lead 48-27. It's been a real nice showing by the Lander Tigers. They really held the Eagles down. Like I said earlier, folks, they averaged 56 points a game, and with only 50 seconds to go, they only have 27 points. So huge credit to the Tiger defense. We're going to see a ton of subs come into the game for the Eagles. Number 3, don't have him. Teddy Rivera launches a deep three. It's no good, into the hands of the Eagles. They hit Dallin Smith on the long fast break, but the pass is stolen away by junior Darian Herford. His first time in the game, the left-handed guy. Over to Teddy Rivera. He swings it across court to Caleb Andrews, who drives the lane, dishes down low to Ty Herford, but the pass can't be caught. It's caromed away to Caleb Larby, who hits Darian Herford throws to his cousin Ty Herford down low. His shot's up and it's no good. Rebounded into the hands of the Eagles. There's 7 seconds left. The Eagles are going to look for one more shot here. It's a three-pointer and it's no good. Offensive rebound by number 20 is up and good. He's the only guy we didn't have in the scorebook. His shot is good as the buzzer sounds. It's 48-29 win by the Lander Tigers. Real gutsy defensive performance there by the Tigers. Well, we had a blast here at Lyman High School, way up here at the very tippity top of the gymnasium, but it was still a fun game. We had a great time. So we'll be right back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show. Again, the Tigers moved to 2-0 on conference season. They're now 8-5 with the win over Lyman. They beat them 48-29. We'll be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
All right, folks, welcome back to Lyman High School, where the Lander Tigers moved to 2-0 on the conference season. They took down the Eagles 48-29. Here at the Lyman High School. Let's do a scoring recap really quick. It was Peyton Bell who led the way with 16 points tonight. Behind him was Quincy Gwinna with 4, Porter Playstead with 4, Keaton Iron Eyes, let's see. No, excuse me, that was Pax Hollingshead with 2, Noah Sinclair with 9, Teddy Rivera with a triple, he had 3, and Gavin Romer finished the game with 10 points. Turning over to Lyman, they're now 1-2 in conference play. They moved to 6-7 on the season. Hayden Jackson had 2 points. Devin Shear had 2 points. Dallin Bradshaw had 4 points. Aiden Wyatt had 11 points. Joey Blumel had 1 point. And Coulter DeWitt had 7 points. All right, now I'm joined with junior number 22, Noah Sinclair. Noah, tell us how you feel after the Tigers have now moved to 2-0 on the conference season.
You know, I can say that we all feel pretty good about this, and nothing better than getting 2 wins and starting 2-0. Feel good.
Right on. Well, you had 9 points tonight off of, 4 layups and a free throw. We were talking about your free throws a little bit earlier this week, and you sank one tonight. Tell me how that felt.
It didn't feel as nearly as good as making 2. My family's been on me with that one.
Yeah, well, if you know the Sinclairs, you know they want Noah to shoot his free throws. So that was a fun game, Noah. I thought you played really well. What can you say about the Tiger defense who held the Lyman Eagles to only 29 points? They averaged 56 points on the season. I'm not going to do the math on that, but tell me, what was the key to the defense tonight?
Our key was just getting after in that full court press, because that's where we got a lot of our turnovers we wanted, and then just out-rebounding them on defense, because that was a big thing. And just we took their shooters out of the game because they score a lot for them, and it's just nice having them out of the game and just getting after on the boards, and then just transition, B, and all that is just good.
Well, Coach Mullins has a 2-3 zone defense that actually looks a little bit more like a 3-point stopping zone defense. You guys know that the wings, the two bottom guys on the 2-3 zone, they elevate around the 3-point line. How do you think that impacts the 3-point shot?
I think it impacts just by them being there, because those shooters really ain't going to shoot with someone's right there in their face, so they just pass it on, and it's just nice to have that and to make sure that we're out on shooters, and Coach will tell us before a game who's shooters, so we make sure to have sticky bumps so we have a hand to the face while the other top guy bumps us off.
Well, when you have a guy like yourself, number 22, Noah Sinclair, number 45, Gavin Romer, when you got two anchors on defense like that, you can probably get out a little more on shooters. So, well, we're going to be joined here by Coach Mullins here in just a moment for the Coaches Postgame Show. I'd like to say thank you to Noah Sinclair for making the journey up the 30 rows of stairs to join us for the postgame. Good job, Noah, and we'll see you this Saturday when you guys travel to Cody.
Thank you, Zarin. Go Tigers.
You're welcome, Noah. Thank you for being here. And here comes Coach Mullins. We'll just go right into our second interview of the postgame show. This is Lander Valley head coach, Coach Stu Mullins. Coach, how do you think the game went tonight?
Well, it was a tale of two halves. You know, the defense never stopped, which was important for us. You know, the first half we just had to get tougher, finishing easy baskets around the rim, and we really challenged them at halftime, and they responded well.
What can you say about the Tiger defense tonight? They held Lyman to 29 points. They averaged 56 on the season. What can you say about your pressing defense, and when you drop back into a zone, how did you keep them off the 3-point line, and how do you answer for only 30 points in a high school game?
Well, we just made a conscious decision. You know, we've really struggled in our man. You know, and that's something that we've gotten a whole lot better at, but still have a long ways to go. And getting into conference, we needed to go with what we know. And our kids love our zone. Our kids fly around in it. And I knew we'd be better on dribble penetration. I knew we could cover shooters. You know, and Lyman just traditionally has struggled with it. You know, and so, you know, our kids did a really good job of understanding the assignment, especially on that end of the floor.
Well, you guys did a really good job tonight. You're 2-0 now in conference. You beat Mountain View on January 17th. On Saturday, you guys make the trip up to Cody, Wyoming to take on the Bronx. Tell us a little bit about the first game and what you guys are going to do different in the second game.
Yeah, we had a great first quarter. You know, had a really good second quarter, too. I think we were down maybe 2 or 4 at halftime, and we just had a tough about 45-second stretch in the third quarter that kind of decided it. And we didn't necessarily fold, but we definitely didn't respond as well as I would have liked. And, you know, that was a game until about 3 minutes left in it. And I think our boys are very anxious to play them again and, you know, hopefully hold them under 69 points. You know, that was unacceptable. And you know, I think we'll be better on that end.
Right on. Well, tonight's player of the game was number 22, Noah Sinclair. I mean, you saw something in him, sent him up to talk to me. What can you tell us about Noah?
Yeah, I was just really proud of the way he responds. He's probably our best teammate. You know, he whether we're down in the dumps or we're at the highest of highs, he is the most supportive teammate. Always the biggest fan of all of his teammates, and you know, just like Beaver before him, he's just a connector. You know, and he keeps us together. He keeps a smile on our face, and he's a really good basketball player, and he's just getting better and better. You know, he just got to make the game simpler for himself because he gets the shots that he needs. He's just got to finish them, and he will. But I was really proud of him with that defensive group. You know, we had Coach Fullerton subbing in the second half, and he did just a great job, you know, putting a lineup out there that was really tough.
Well, the Gatorade Good Sport of the game was Peyton Bell. He finished with 16 points on the night, and he took kind of a nasty fall there in the second half. Looked like he hurt his elbow, but he came right back into the game and drilled 2 threes in the fourth quarter and had a bucket. So he's our Gatorade Good Sport. What does having a senior point guard like him do for a team like yours?
I've always said if you have really good guards, you can be a good team. And he's one of the, you know, better guards that we've had here, and you know, very good shooter. Obviously, you know, probably the best athlete on the floor against most teams that we play. Has just a real feel for it, for playing for a really long time, and you know, so he does a lot of really important stuff for us, and he's really, really good in our zone. Proud of the way he responded. I joke with him all the time. He's a skateboarder kid. Like, get up and play, man. Like, you've taken way nastier falls than that, so he'll be fine.
Well, the Tigers are now 2-0 in conference. We'll let you get out of here, Coach. I know South Pass wasn't the best weather conditions, so thank you for joining us on Wow Today's broadcast, and we'll see you on Saturday in Cody.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, that was head coach Stu Mullins of the Lander Valley Tigers. Like we said, 2-0 on the conference, a great way to start your conference season. They're going to be taking on Cody on Saturday, as we said. They're going to be playing up there. The Cody, both the Phillies and the Bronx took it to the Tigers last time. So you have to think that the Tigers are going to be looking for a little revenge. Well, all right, guys, that's all. That's going to do it here for the WYO Today Media's broadcast of the Lander Valley Tigers here in Lyman. They took down Lyman 48-28 to move to 2-0 on the conference season. I would just like to thank Kevin Shields, our general manager, for giving me this opportunity to broadcast these games. Thank you to his daughter Cassie back home, who's running the board for me. She's done a great job so far this season. And thank you to our sponsors who have made all these broadcasts possible. We couldn't do it without you. So, all right, fans, if you're here in Lyman, please drive safely. If you're at home, stay warm. And we will see you Saturday afternoon as the Tigers take on the Bronx. We'll see you then.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Shoshone Rose